Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today, we have a new game for you today on Tuesday. This may be our only day of streaming this because it's quite a short game, but one that is full of heart. This is Wayward Strand. It is a heartfelt story told in a curious way. Hop aboard an airborne hospital and meet its fully voiced cast of eclectic characters. As time passes for everyone on board, explore the interwoven lines of patients and staff. Discover something new on each and every playthrough. And that sounds very similar, doesn't it? We just finished I Was a Teenage Exocolonist last week, and I thought this would be a great game to follow up with. It's a totally different setting, but similarly to Exocolonist, it is about getting to know the inhabitants of this, well, in this case, an airborne hospital, and time passes, I think, in real time. I don't know anything about this game. I just saw like a teaser trailer for it, and I was immediately intrigued. The premise was very interesting, and I love the style of it, and I thought it'd be great follow-up to Exocolonist. So it says here that we're going to discover something new on each and every playthrough. So we're going to, as a young journalist, Casey Bumaris, I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. Bumaris, that's how I hear it. We're gonna choose to focus on certain subjects and get to know about these inhabitants, and there's this whole mystery going on. I'm not sure. We're gonna find it out. And this might hit me in the feels because it deals a lot with, well, it is a mobile hospital, and there are a lot of elderly folk in here. And I think I did mention in another stream that stories revolving around such people tend to really hit me in the feels. How's it going, Lichcast? Welcome in. It's right to see you there. I just introduced you to the game here. Hopefully the microphone is working properly. It has been a week since the last time we saw each other, it was on Exocolonist. So I'm actually still tired from the weekend shoot. It is just an event coverage, but I didn't realize not being on your feet for years is I mean, my feet were dying the whole event because there was no seating area. So you're basically standing for, I don't know, like 10 hours each day. Like I don't know how the models do it, because there were models at the booths, right? And they were just standing there for the entire event, handing out flyers and all that, and they're used to it. But I just realized that not shooting for, well, I did a few small shoots here and there, but it is nice getting back together with the people I usually shoot with. It's been 2 years since I last saw them. We were all affected by the pandemic each and every way, and now hopefully we continue this. And I just realized, like, man, I'm not as young as I used to be. My energy, like, it takes me so much longer now to recover. You know, like 10 years ago when we were really into like shooting films and stuff, we had an unlimited reserve of energy. Like right after the shoot, we didn't have energy to go out to a bar and just celebrate, and then the next day would be fine. And then now it's like, I need a rest. So like I just went after the shoot, I just like plopped on the bed and just passed out for the next few days until this stream. So here we are. Great times though. Yeah, and it's the standing thing. I just realized that our feet, well, we're mostly seated now, and our feet aren't getting, I know, we have to, it's like a reset on our foot muscles, I guess. And our legs, just, it is like a reset. How's it going, Big B? I'd like to think we're early. Actually, we're late, Big B. It's all a lie. I've been streaming on Tuesday evening, but that's not actually our schedule. Our schedule's actually supposed to be, well, on paper, it's 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is honestly the time slot. It's very quiet in both time zones because it's smack in the middle. It's either super early morning for some people or people are at work in our time zone. So it hasn't really been working. So I've been testing out like evening streams, and they tend to attract more people. So yeah, long story short, we're actually late because we were supposed to start at 3. But I might this is a pretty short game with this Wayward Strand. How long to beat says it's around 4 hours. So at a tabletop cinema pace, that might be 8 hours. So I might do it. We might do the usual thing that we do on Tuesday, would have been doing for Exocolonist, which is I'll play as much as I can, break for dinner, come back and do the finale. Supposedly one playthrough is like 4 or 5 hours, but this game supposedly encourages multiple playthroughs because you can't focus on everyone's stories, as far as I can tell. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get started. It's super interesting. The comics remind me of old European comics, especially like Tintin and all that. Man, it just, hospitals, homes for the elderly, stories like that. It's just, I'm expecting things to get a bit heavy, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Sorry, that is Stream Beats. Do I know Narcisu? I don't know this. Let me Google that really quick. Is that a... Oh, it's anime. Free visual novel developed by the Dojin group Stage Nana, telling the story of a terminally ill... Oh, don't hit me with their terminally ill stuff. Terminally ill young man and woman, and it's made... Oh, man. That's an easy way to just get like tears out of me. I remember some years ago, I don't know why, but a lot of media was focusing on that, like the surrounding the Fault in Our Stars craze, and suddenly we got a lot of terminally ill stories, which are really, really heavy, and it's just I can't like. Eventually, they just got too heavy for me, and I just couldn't take it. And eventually, for some reason, I also started to see it. Not now from terminal illness. I suddenly saw a movement trending towards. I don't know what's with my algorithms, chat, but I've been seeing. I saw trending towards, elderly folk with mental health issues. Let's say Alzheimer's, dementia, and the like. We even got that movie with Anthony Hopkins, who played someone with Alzheimer's. And as a grandchild of grandmothers who went through Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, and all that, I just could not bring myself to watch those. Hospice care. I think that's a good way to put it as well. That's essentially what I think is going to happen in this game, Wayward Strand. But we'll see. I don't know the story entirely, aside from the premise, the log line. It's the summer of 1978, and Casey Bumaris is trying to make the most of her holidays when her mom asks her to spend a long weekend helping out at the airborne hospital where she works. Casey prefers the company of books to people, but she agrees, secretly planning to write an article about her visit for the school newspaper. With her trusty notebook at the ready, Casey arrives on board the airship. The staff are overworked as they prepare for the visit of an important official, while the patients react to grief or deal with active trauma. In the midst of these and many other interlocking and overlapping stories, Casey spends time with the patients, learning about their lives, and as the stories unfold, discovering what she can do to help. But thank you for that recommendation for Narcisu. I was supposed to go on a binge of games like this, starting with, like, for example, Opus. The thing about the old man, the rocket ship, the dreams. Oh crap! What is that game? It's like an RPG Maker kind of game, but it's about fulfilling the last wish of a dying man. And it's something to do with like going to space or to the moon. There we go. My friends are like recommending me to play that because I cried so much. You need to play it. It's like I don't feel like crying right now. Yeah, it's that. I was supposed to go through that, and then Opus, the Opus trilogy, no, not trilogy. It's like set in the same universe, but loosely connected. Opus to the moon, Opus to blah blah blah. What is that? The Opus series. Echo of a Star Song, Opus The Day We Found Earth, Opus Rocket of Whispers, etc. etc. I was supposed to go through that as well. Well, we're gonna get in the mood for it. Exocolonist put my tenderized my heart again for Tuesdays. So I'm feeling lighthearted, or at least heartfelt stories. Not necessarily lighthearted, but heartfelt stories. And this game is supposedly one of that. So let's check it out. I haven't seen much coverage with this on Steam. There's only 24 reviews. This is released in September 15, 2022. This is from Ghost Pattern. I believe they are an Australian development company. So let's get to that. Let me just make sure everything's set. Don't forget to change the scene. Yep, just released 2 weeks ago. So there was this. Like, I was either gonna play this or RPG Time. Actually, while you guys are here, this is super heartfelt as well. I might play this like after this, because this is like a super RPG Time. It's a short game, and then I wanted to play this after that. Now, for those people who were into tabletop RPGs as a kid, or if you made stories as a kid, I think this would resonate with a lot of you. It's time for adventure. Once classes are over, RPG time begins. So this is a Japanese game. Game Master Kenta's notebook holds a handwritten RPG made just for you. So immediately, like, I was just drawn in. Like, I checked out some reviews and they were saying how it was so, well, gameplay super simple, but look at this, chat. It's just you're going through a kid's game master, a kid's game master notes. I can remember doing this as a kid. Like I couldn't draw for the life of me, but back in grade school, back in high school, I just remembered like going all out and creating treasure maps and making stories on my notebooks and this I feel like I really want to play this as well. So yeah, that is RPG Time. What is the English title? RPG Time: The Legend of Right. The price tag $9.20 for what it is. Well, it is an independent game. I'm not sure how long it is, but I think $9.20 is okay, and it will probably it was just released September 13. It'll definitely go on sale in a few months, but as an independent game, the prices are, at least it's not the price of a double A or triple A game. Like I think this is quite fair. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Game Master Kenta. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Big B, which is strange. I don't understand why, because we get really great regional pricing deals here. But on Steam, like the Atlas games and stuff, especially the Atlas games, I don't know why they're priced so crazily. Now, we're actually I'm actually thinking now, I just realized how much cheaper it is to buy Nintendo Switch games physically, locally. The price difference being in the 1,000 peso mark, which is what's 1,000 1,000 pesos in dollars now with the dollar exchange rate. How much is that? So it's almost $20 cheaper to buy physical Switch games here. And I was thinking, like, I told myself I'd go full digital over the pandemic because it's just convenient to not be able to not switch out the cards and everything. But the price difference, man, At least we're getting good regional pricing for Switch games. Why am I talking about this? Sorry about that. But yes, Japanese games tend to be super freaking expensive, even on sale. Even on sales, it's barely anything. You know, the sales just drop it down to full price like Western releases. It's so odd. It's very, very odd. I don't understand the economics behind that. Maybe they need to ask more because I don't know. The price of game development in Japan, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, Big B, I played the tutorial for... I was able to play the tutorial yesterday for Lobotomy Inc. That was pretty interesting. Super SCP style. Thank you so much again for it. I'm excited to just get the runs going. I might just like post screenshots of my progress and all that. But it is really intriguing. I'm quite interested in that. But for now, let us enjoy this. Well, it's very much like a storybook. A children's storybook. Get in the mood for this. You know, anomalous objects aside, let's put them aside for now and just appreciate the gentle atmosphere. Yes. But Lobotomy Inc. was super fun, baby. Thank you so much. Let's go. Ghost Pattern presents. Are those... Oh. Bunarong Land Council. Huh. What is... See the style, it's so reminiscent of like an old European comic. Yeah, game made with government grants. At least indie games, they get their source. They can find their sources of funding. I'm not sure if we have an equivalent here in the Philippines. Do we have like a game development council in the Philippines? I remember they were trying to form one. I just don't know what happened to it. Lychee Soda Pop. That stood out for me because of the underscore. Friday, January 27th, 1978. Igda. That's the one I remember hearing about, but I haven't heard much from them.
So you're excited after all?
Oh, okay. Just having a look. Knowing the premise, we were just asked here. We had a long weekend, but our mom invited us to go in the hospital.
I guess. A little.
That's a nice change of pace. Your bag looks pretty bulky. What have you got in there?
My notebook.
My notebook.
Casey.
I'm a journalist, Mom.
I'm a journalist.
For your high school paper.
I'm writing an article. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
It's a distraction. You've always got your nose in that thing. Casey, look, I need your cooperation. Your help today.
Making sure old people don't kick the bucket? Oh, that's me. Why me?
But why me?
Why you? I need help. You're on holiday. Plus, I gave birth to you, so you owe me one.
Gross, Mum.
That's so Asian to say.
Imagine if you were stuck in bed all day. No one coming to visit you.
That is
Not
true.
even your family.
Heaven.
Pardon?
See, this is the airborne hospital. It's tattered. I guess they don't have enough funding to maintain it properly.
It's only for a few days. Just be good, please.
I mean, the airborne hospital, is it supposed to be
sec.
like
All good now.
they're one
See you
step
later,
closer to
Mr.
heaven?
Thanks, Ted.
Palmaris. Palmaris?
So what are you going to be up to?
I'm writing an article. I don't know how to do an Australian accent, chat. I don't do accents well.
I'm writing an article.
Right. Don't write anything about me, thanks.
Casey, come on. We've got a long day ahead of us. There'll be no time for dawdling.
And let's guys, considering that this is like basically a hospice or a house of the elder, like, this is not wheelchair friendly.
Right. Here we are.
You have to get shipped up there.
Now, who are you?
Oh, it's the first. Casey. There's a timer
Casey.
to dialogue choices.
Wonderful name.
I'm Casey.
Very original. I'm Esther. Nice to meet you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go solve a mystery about a goat.
A mystery about
Casey,
a goat.
Casey, come here.
Okay.
She said she's up for it.
Right, okay. All right. Lily, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey.
I'll be busy in the general ward, so come see Lily if you need anything. Now, your job is to go to each of the patients' rooms and spend some time with them. Oh, Lily, did you find a spare fob watch?
Yeah, I think so.
Fob
it's
watch.
here somewhere.
See if the patients need anything. But otherwise, just give them a bit of company. Got that?
Okay. We did this in our immersions.
Found it.
Great. All right. Catch you later, Case.
Bye, Mum.
Okay, here you go. You can use it to keep track of the time. A lot goes on in a hospital. You can't be everywhere at once.
I'm so
I'll be
stressed
busy
already.
today,
There's a
so you
time
don't get
limit.
to choose how you spend your own time.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Oh, me? Well, I'm a nurse, so some days it feels like a bit of everything. A lot of everything. When Joni quit, she left some big shoes to fill. The main thing is we've got to make sure the patients...
Why are
don't
they
feel
understaffed?
neglected. All right. Now, Mrs. Vaughan's room is just down the hall. That's a good place to start. She's really friendly. If I'm not off doing something, I'm usually just here.
Ole, what's
so head
this
back
then?
anytime you need help.
Thank you so much for 11 months of subscription, Matty. Sorry. I'm so stressed already because the dialogues have timers. They give us a watch, which tells us the time, and we have a limited time to get through. I'm not sure if time passes normally or if it's one of those games where actions advance time. I'm not sure yet. We just started. Welcome in, Matthew. Yeah, good questions. Why is the hospital airborne at all? It doesn't seem very convenient for the patients. Ah, yes, the timers. I saw some screenshots of it. Our notebook will eventually be filled with timestamps. Like, this patient goes here at this time. And eventually, we're going to build up this network of... Well, we're going to find out their AI paths and learn more about this place. Hello, what's this then? I don't know. It's an Australian game, Matthew. All the funding went to flying. That's why they can't afford the staff. Look, I'm pretty sure this thing is supposed to be like a metaphor for being close to the heavens or something like that. But is it all worth it? Let's figure it out. Leave. All right. San Casey Beaumaris is how they pronounced it. Oh my god, the time! Ah! It is advancing in real time, chat. Wait. I'm gonna put myself on the left. Look at this. Look at this. Oh no, why is it... Okay, that is awkward. Right, wait. Was my game stretched wrongly this whole time? There we go. There we go. Look at that clock, chat. Look at the tick up. Oh, if I don't move. Oh, the time advances. Okay, wait. No, let's take our time. Let's not think about the time. Let's just... I wasted 2 minutes. Approach Lily. Can I pause? There's a pause here. There. Pause up there. Upper right. So we can pause. It even advances while you're thinking of what to say. Say... Ask Lily about the airship.
Hey, Lily,
Yes?
do you know much about the airship? Before it was a hospital?
I'm writing an article
Like,
for
when it
my
was
high
just a
school
wreck?
newspaper. When it was a wreck. Before that,
Before that, where did it come from?
Europe. Somewhere. Every so often we find something or other with a bit of foreign writing on it. German looking, though some of it looked a bit more
it's a
Spanish.
German dirigible.
Oh, Ted might know more about it. The shuttle operator. He spends a lot of time up here. I don't know where he goes off to, but he got the shuttle working. I'm sure he'd know more about the ship.
Where can I find him?
Where can I find him?
He reads the newspaper for the patients in the cafeteria in the morning.
So I'm learning about their
That's just down the
schedules
end of the
here.
hall.
Thanks, Lily.
No worries.
Leave. Before that, you can afford stat. So they just basically salvaged the wreckage. Let's see if I can pause here. Pause. Boop. Oh, that is the pause. They salvaged the wreckage. It was in 1978. Did they salvage like a World War II blimp? I'm gonna pet the cat. So chatty. And her meows are always in full volume. I love it. United in that. Very talkative cat. I'm glad it is caught on microphone. Thank you for that, Redeem. I'm sure Passion appreciated that. Maya's just over there grooming herself. She can't be bothered. Like if you try to lift her from that spot, just gonna like tear the bed sheets apart. If Passion does that, she likes playing around. Like whenever I pass by the chair, she'll try to like sneak attack. You know, instinctively try to sneak attack me. Passion's never outgrew that phase. So I'll get small nicks here and there. Nothing too deep, but she'll just swipe at me whenever I pass by the chair. Alright. Why is this game so stressful? Okay. Yes, an opportunity attack. Whenever I disengage from the chair, she gets an opportunity attack. In 5e, it's called opportunity attack, right? OA. I had to get used to that because I think in 3rd ed, it was attack of opportunity. So, AOO. But apparently it's OA in 5e. Anyway, random thing. It's still it's still attack of opportunity for me. I still can't get it out of me. I never got used to opportunity attack. who we were supposed to visit? There's a time advance on my notebook. Oh, okay, no, it does not. Oh, here. So, we want to help out Mom, but we also want to write an article for our newspaper. So, as Casey, let's focus on learning more about the people and the ship. Day 1, 8:38 a.m. The airship. Gotta find out what the deal is with this place. Day 1, 8:38 a.m. That's very detailed. Mom wants me to visit each patient on the ship and spend time with them. Lily reckons the ship was originally built somewhere in Europe. Lily says things show up around the ship with German or Spanish writing on them. Apparently, Ted knows a lot about the airship. Ask him about it. So I have notes on each person here. Interesting. Mom, she works at the hospital, so I guess I should have a page for her. Already on my case about helping out and not writing too much. Esther Fitzgerald. Esther, patient, said something about a mystery with a goat? Lily. She's one of the nurses. Apparently, I should go see her at the nurse's station if I need any help. Gave me a fob watch. What is a fob watch again? Fob watch. Silicon nursing. Oh, okay. It's one of those like silicon watches, and it's for nurses. Okay. And there are like so many different styles of fob watches. How interesting. Like randomly, this is a fob watch. Okay, that's a fob watch. Anyway. The whole game is in Casey's art style. I guess because we're seeing the whole world through Casey's perspective. Oh, there are more pages. Sorry about that. Wait. Casey, we gotta learn more about that. Suggested I should go see someone called Mrs. Vaughan. Let's go see Mrs. Vaughan. How do I go back? Back. Visit Mrs. Vaughan. So this transitions the scene, I think.
Hello, dear.
Whoosh.
Come in, come in. Casey Beaumaris. My, you must have grown a mile a minute since I last saw you.
Damn it.
How tall you've grown.
I'll fix it.
Nice to see you, Mrs.
After this.
Ida, please,
Ida.
Ida. We're all friends here. Welcome to the hospital. Come in, please. Make yourself at home.
Oh, the time. Okay, I'm telling you, the time advances. The time advances even when you're talking. So it really is real time. Well, simulated real time. Let me just put this left ano. Switching the scene. Aha! Tech issue solved. Say. Oh, interesting. So we already, since we learned details about like Joni quitting, this feels weird. Ask Ida what she knows about the airship.
Do you know anything about this airship?
A little, I suppose.
So while we're talking, things are happening around the ship. So if you've ever played, we played. What's that game we played on stream? It is very similar to this. The Sexy Brutal. So very similar thing. The Sexy Brutal, except you're solving mysteries. So in the Sexy Brutal, there's already a timetable for everything. The world basically does its thing, and then you constantly rewind time to do different things, be in different places at different times to eventually solve the mystery. So in this case, we're spending time with Mrs. Vaughan. We heard something like the elevator go down on the right. So the NPCs are doing their things as well. So it's like Elder Scrolls Radiant AI. Do you know where it came from?
Do you know where it came from?
Not really, unfortunately. I mean, the brochure said that it used to be a luxury
German airliner. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Bruce would be a good person to ask.
Mr. Pruis. They keep talking about
passenger
that.
ownership, I believe. Back when it was in commission.
Oh.
His room is on the level below this one. In the same spot, I think.
Oh, see, and then Lily goes somewhere else. Say. I wanted to ask about Ida. I want to ask about her. But there's nothing. It's just ask about why the nurse Joni quit.
There was a nurse that quit recently. Joni?
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a little while. Yes, Joni.
Oh, you live with your grandmother and siblings. Yeah, I think this is very this whole thing can be quite relatable for us here. In the Philippines, where we tend to live with our relatives until we're like married and sent off somewhere.
No, I don't. Well, I could guess at it, I suppose.
Oh, gossip. Give us a
She
tea.
didn't seem very happy here. She was under a lot of stress.
Leave it there. What was she like? When did she leave? What was she like?
What was she like?
She was funny, that's for sure. Whenever you went by the nurse's station, one of them would be giggling. About what? I never knew.
Who would Joni be laughing with at the nurse's station?
Who would Joni be laughing with at the nurse's station?
Oh, well, Joe. Joni and Joe.
Joni and Joe.
Those two were thick as thieves.
Wow, this is a inquiry into Joe. When did she leave? Do you think she's coming back?
Do you think she's coming back?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't expect so.
Why are we so invested in Joni? I want to learn more about her. This feels weird. Is that how we get to know more about Ida? Or Mrs. Vaughan?
This feels weird.
What does, dear?
Just, I don't know. Are you okay with me being in your room?
Oh, of course. Let me let you in on
Oh, here we go.
secret. We oldies love company. We'll just tell you if we want some time to ourselves.
But what should I be doing?
But what should I be doing?
Just do whatever you're comfortable with, dear. Be sure to enjoy your day-to-day.
Okay. Ship name, Joni. I was thinking that also. Oh, now we finally get to talk more about what was your childhood like?
What was your childhood like?
Oh, my childhood. Let me think. It was quite a while ago now. What do you want to know?
Did you go to school?
Did you go to school?
School? Oh, no. There were no schools around here back then. Only farms and mines.
Oh. What was your family like?
What was your family like?
My family. All right, give me a moment. Well, my father worked in the coal mines. That's why we came down here. My family. My
Coal
mum
mines,
was busy
okay.
all the time. By the time I was born, there were 4 of us. Soon to be more on the way.
Oh, you got a lot of
I don't know how
siblings.
she did it.
So, yeah, I'm not sure if she's talking about this location in particular. I had it in my head that this hospital travels. Or is it really just anchored here in this spot, wherever we are right now? Forever. I'm not sure yet. Because in my head, it is like a traveling hospital or something. Kind of like Spirit Fair. What was your mom like?
What was your mum like?
I loved her. But is it strange to tell you that I didn't really know her? Between raising 7 children, tending our garden and animals, clothing, meals, church on Sunday, She passed when I was in my 20s, sad to say. Same as my father. But he passed from black lung.
Mines. Working the mines. What was your dad like?
What was your dad like?
Dad. Well, he was a good man, a hard man. Before here, he was up in Kalgoorlie. We couldn't be with him then. It was too remote. Down here, he said, everything was soft and easy. Only a few miles to the beach. That's from where we lived back then. Papers come on the day they're printed. He treated us kids like city folk.
Yeah, we've seen people like pass by, the elevator go up and down. So we really need to keep playing this over and over because we're spending so much time with just one person. So I guess we're gonna eventually develop our routine here. Like, okay, let's like hyper focus on one person, follow them all around the ship.
Where are my manners?
Oops.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
You can help yourself. It's right here on the tray.
We get to investigate.
I
Or
asked
no.
Lily to pour an extra cup.
Can we click around the room?
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dear.
Wheelchair movement. Sharp ear. Look at notebook. Oh, wow. See, we got a bunch of stuff already. Hang out for a while. Okay, we're hanging out with Mrs. Vaughan.
Oh, you took the shuttle up this morning, yes?
The shuttle?
The shuttle?
The gondola. Anyway, did you meet the boy who operates it?
Ted?
Ted?
He's constantly going around the old abandoned areas up
Oh.
there, exploring the nooks and crannies. He'd know more than I would.
Have you spoken to him about it?
Have you spoken to him about it?
No, not as yet. But it seems quite dangerous. I hope he's careful with himself.
That sounds exciting. Do you know where I'd find him?
Do you know where I'd find him?
Yeah, I was wondering if
usually at the
Kalgoorlie's a place in
cafeteria
Australia
around
or
this
if it's
time, I
made up.
believe. He reads the newspapers to the residents in the mornings.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Let me know what you find out. Oh, it's rather exciting.
Oh, spaging.
I might go and have a look around. Should I just...
Just pop it back on the tray there. I'll see you later, dear.
Oh, I like the little touch. Like you get... You know, subtle things like that we tend to forget. Like, it... But when you have your actors do it in the moment, they remember these things. Like, it may not be in the script. For example, something as simple as... You get a cup of tea, you're drinking it, and when it's time to say goodbye, there's that moment. There's always that moment, right? Like, should I just leave the cup here? Should I wash the cup? Or should I just leave it on the tray? It just makes things feel a lot more natural and organic. So, I guess this is one of those games where you just have to live in the moment. Like, don't feel stressed out about not getting all the dialogue out of each NPC. I don't think it's that kind of game. We're gonna just try to, I don't know, as Casey, see as much of the place as we can, meet as much of the people as we can. I'm not exactly sure how long we have until we have to restart, actually. I don't know. Let's figure it out. So they mentioned like they read the paper in the morning. It's past that already, I guess. 100% completion. Yeah, platinum run, right? Oh, let's visit this patient. Let's just explore, get to know them. and then
Ah,
leave.
hello there. That's right, you're the Bo Morris girl.
Bo
And
Maris.
of course, that's why you're here. It all comes together.
What's coming together?
What's coming together?
You haven't been told. Well, that's an interesting decision. In any case, if you've been kept in the dark, I'll have to do the same.
Why are you being so
Apologies, my
mystic?
dear. Now, your name, Prithee.
My name is Casey.
Casey, is it? Very well, very well. My name is Neil Avery. You might have heard of me. It's a pleasure to
You have
meet
an N
Come
on
in.
your robe.
Have a seat.
You have fan mail. You have a typewriter. So everything is telling me maybe he's a popular author. Ask Mr. Avery why Joni quit. Ask Mr. Avery what he knows about the airship. So say, I think, is for like specific topics that we've learned. Like about Joni, about the airship. Looking at the notebook, simply, Mr. Avery, a writer? I think he's a patient here too. Seems to know something I don't. About why I'm here. Hang out for a while, I think, is when we actually get to know about...
Oh, I can't stand it. You sitting there with your puppy dog eyes.
I didn't click anything. Puppy dog eyes?
Dog eyes?
You want to know my innermost secrets, I can tell. Well, all right. All right. I have had some information intimated to me by a certain influential person who I cannot
He loves
name.
his mysteries, I
He's
guess.
a very important person visiting in a few days.
Oh,
VIP. From the
really?
government on Sunday.
Oh my.
Around midday.
Oh no!
That's all I can say for now.
That was so specific. Hang out for a while. Can I talk to you or click on anything? What he knows about the airship.
Mr. Avery,
Yes, my dear.
can you tell me what you know about the airship?
Ah, curious, are we? Very well. The year 1976. The man,
1976.
Felix Pettigrew. He saw an opportunity that no one else had seen before. A derelict airship floating above a nowhere town.
That's my town.
Hey, that's my town.
Ah, my sincere.
So it really is just anchored. It's moored here.
In just a few months, he had convinced the town council to convert it to a hospital. And with some clever marketing, he raised capital investment from across the globe.
Oh, this is how they got
A
the
year
funding,
later,
Ledgecasts.
And here we are, airborne, aboard a modern medical marvel.
Oh, that's a nurse. Why was it made into a hospital?
Why was it made into a hospital?
Why? Why not? It's lovely up here.
Do you know where it was built?
Do you know where it was built?
Oh, you know, Europe somewhere. Mr. Bruce might know. He's Viennese. Your curiosity about the ship's provenance is intriguing. I always keep an eye out for what is interesting the populace.
Interesting, the populace. Well, have you heard about why Joni quit?
Mr. Avery, did you know Joni?
Journey? Journey? Oh, yes, of course. Where is she? Have you seen her recently?
Someone said that she quit recently.
Someone said that she quit recently.
Oh, drat. Yes, a few weeks ago. Well, I
How
couldn't
SRC,
tell
welcome
you
in. Thank you for
why.
that hydrate.
She just up and left.
We're just getting
Along
the
with 3 of
gossip
my
here.
books. I've been lending
Gossip
her
is
spare
thirsty
copies
work.
of a few of my nascent works.
Okay, here's a writer. Did she ever talk about what she might do if she left?
Did she ever talk about what she might do if she left?
Not as such, though she was quite interested in being successful. Having read 3 of my books by now, I'm sure that's exactly what she is.
3 of your books. What's she like?
What's she like?
Joni? Well, she's charming, highly intelligent, got along well with most of the residents and the staff. She and Joe were always twittering away behind the desk.
So they're pointing you towards Joe.
Do you know who would know more?
Oh, Oh, Esther, Mrs. Fitzgerald. She's sharp. She has certain uncanny abilities.
Abilities. What abilities?
What abilities?
I think she'd prefer to induct you. I'll just say that I, for one, can vouch for Esther's...
The one about the mystery of the goat?
Thanks, Mr. Avery.
Oh, not at all, my dear.
All right, it's 11 a.m. Let's move on.
I might leave for the moment.
I see. Very well, my dear.
So now at 11:06, Dr. Shen goes to General, something like that. What's this? Mom. Esther. Oh, this is where you... Oh, it's a person finder. We don't know where Mom is. Blue code is a very serious thing, right? Read for a while, sit down, head up, head down. Let's explore this floor. Whose office is this? Let's head up. You know, time pressure aside, it's a very gentle game. I'm slowly easing into it. Like, again, this is fighting against all my tendencies. Whenever I play games like this, I spend way too much time getting all the dialogue from each NPC and exploring every single nook and cranny because there's no time pressure. I'm slowly adjusting now to just being in the moment. We can't talk to everyone about everything. Let's just go at Casey's pace. Oh, someone has died and is currently being CPR'd. Shit. I have a feeling they're gonna spring that on us once we're inducted further into the game. Because not everything is sunshine and roses, right? I like how each cabin is so personalized. Let's get to know who this person is. Look at that.
Hello.
You can tell everything about the person based on their room. Well, not everything. A lot. Oh. Smile at her.
Hello?
Stay for now. Say, what's your name? Jump scare.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Move closer, ask again louder. What do you do in such a situation? Move closer to the bed. Maybe she can't understand me. Maybe she can't understand me. I don't want to open the curtains or mess around. Look around.
I'm just gonna have a look around, if that's okay.
The patient chart. Oh, yeah. What's...
It says here your name is Tommy Hummel. Hi, Miss Tommy.
The trophies on the shelf. Let's learn more about Tommy. I feel like I'm invading, but she smiled at us, so maybe she just likes the quiet company. What did we learn? Notebook. The plants. Very pretty.
You have a beautiful garden. You look after it, I suppose.
That is true. Well, we're keeping our distance.
Are these all yours? I planted some stuff in our backyard. It got really hot, and I forgot to water. Anyway,
Water.
you seem like a pretty good gardener. Your watering can is almost empty.
Oh, do you need help filling it up? Look at notebook. Tommy Hummel. I met a woman with blonde hair who wouldn't talk to me. I don't know her name. Golden bear statues on her shelf. They have another language on them. Oh. What kind of surname is Hummel? Oops. Well, goodbye.
Miss, Hummel?
Yeah, we're overstaying our welcome there. Bye. Oh, empty. Approach balcony. Do look out. Try using the intercom. Look out. Oh, we get to observe. Oh, this person is the one in charge of the... Oh, let's talk to him. We could also overhear some people. Maybe some locations you can overhear conversations.
Sorry.
Head down.
What?
Mr. Falk.
Oh.
He passed last night.
Uh-oh.
Here.
He passed away. Heart attack in his sleep. Rest his soul.
Oh my God. He wasn't that old. How old was he?
This guy probably has Alzheimer's.
Oh.
Listen in to the dumbwaiter. Approach the boy. He was the one at the cable car, right? The gondola.
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
Casey, right? I'm Ted. Sit if you want.
Cool.
I wonder how to walk in using a mouse and keyboard. Maybe I should play with a controller. It feels weird for me running around, but running around saves time. Say, ask Ted about his work.
So you're the shuttle pilot?
Yeah, pretty much. I do other stuff every now and then, but I only get paid for the shuttle.
How did he get the job?
How did you get the job?
Me and Dad got the shuttle working again. When they wanted to get up here, we know how to run it.
What's the shuttle schedule?
What's the shuttle schedule?
There's one before sunrise around 5, then another at breakfast. That's the one you were on. One after lunch. Then there's 2 more round trips. Sundown, then late night.
So we have to leave by the late night one, I guess? No, we're here for the weekend. Do you do it every day?
Do you do it every day?
Nah, I split it with my dad or one of my uncles. Been doing it more recently though.
Extraneous job. That's a long day at work. What do you do between trips?
What do you do between trips?
You know, this and that.
That's a long day to work.
That's a long day to work.
It's alright. I catch a few winks after the early morning trip. What you riding?
Oh,
I'm a journalist.
I'm a journalist. For my school newspaper. I'm writing about the ship. About its history.
Oh, cool. I'll ride a bit.
Oh, what do you write?
What do you write?
Stories. All kinds of stories.
Is it for school too?
Is it for school too?
Nah. I just like doing it.
Can I read it?
Can I read some?
Sometime maybe.
That pause. Oh,
Stay quiet for a sec.
Oh. It's just that I'm sad about our dear friend, his passing last night.
What? Who are you talking about?
Oh. Oh dear, you haven't heard.
Heard what?
Hugo, Mr. Falk, he's dead. Gone.
No, truly.
Dead as a doornail. Poor soul.
Oh.
the question is, when did Mr.
Well,
Falk pass?
We had that tiff yesterday, but that doesn't make it my fault.
Heavens, no.
I didn't bring it about.
It was simply his time.
I don't do that kind of thing. You know that.
What?
Murder.
I should hope not.
Well, one ought not to underestimate the extent of my powers, but I use them for good. Only good.
Of course. Of course.
We should get to know Miss Esther.
All right, I'm off.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Of course. Want to see something?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Come on.
You don't think Mr. Bruce had anything to do with it?
Esther.
I'm just exploring all possible.
So we have someone. So I guess Miss Esther is so obsessed about murder mystery stuff. So maybe she's the one introducing that aspect to this location, Big B. But you are right; it is a perfect location for it. You know, throw it into another. It's this location is very reminiscent to a. Who's that detective in Orient Express and Murder on the Nile? Poirot. Close circle cases. I like that term. How do you pronounce his name? He's very specific about it. Q Poirot or something. He might kill me for it. But yeah, that there we go. Close circle cases. That's the first time I've heard it. I like that term. Thank you for bringing that up. So Ted shares piloting the shuttle with his dad and his uncle. They work really long hours. He writes stories. I like to read them. Got something about the ship to show me. So that acting wasn't just a technical issue with the pause of the dialogue. There really was something. We had to ask him, Ted, what's up? Like, why did you want to eavesdrop on that? And mystery. Let's go. I'm just following him automatically.
But their relations, you cannot deny that.
And I can faintly hear, like in the audio design, you can literally eavesdrop on people by just paying attention to the audio. In the game, I mean. Are you sure we should go into there?
It doesn't look like we should go in there.
It's fine.
Just follow him. I'm a journalist. Thanks for lurking, Big B. Thanks for dropping by. Enjoy your shipments of Lazada. I'm the first victim! No! It's not gonna happen. Where are we?
Where are
It's like an old section
This
of
is
the...
what the whole ship was like before they fixed it up. Nobody comes down here except me. Don't get too close to the edge there.
There's a hole in the ship. Oh, they showed this while we were going up the gondola. What do you reckon this place was?
What do you reckon this place was?
Crew area, probably? Reckon it's where they controlled the ship from.
Huh.
Up there is where the pilot would have been.
So this is where the pilot would have been. Can you get in there?
Can you get in there?
Not really. Too smashed up.
Can I come back here?
Can I come back here?
Of course. Come anytime. I'll be down here when I'm on my break.
So
I
this
went
is...
ahead in there.
Oh. I'll stay for a while. How long can I stay here? Oh, can I come?
Can I come with you?
Sure.
Just following people into old derelict parts of a ship. I guess Casey's gonna be that kind of
This
journalist.
is where I usually hang out.
Oh. That is a... Yeah. Huh.
This place used to be crew quarters, I reckon. So, kinda makes sense.
Look around.
I like your place.
The circle poster.
What's that poster?
It's the Aboriginal flag. Never seen one.
Oh. Did you draw it?
Did you draw it?
Copied it from one at my folks' place.
Oh, you're Aboriginal. Is this... I'm not sure about like Australian culture if like... Oh, you're Aboriginal?
You're Aboriginal?
Yeah. I'm Bunurong.
I
Bunurong.
didn't realise.
Yeah, well, being Aboriginal isn't always something to be shouting from a rooftop, is it? Don't know what reaction you're gonna get. Better not treat me different.
Oh, no, of course not. Okay, let's say Casey. Maybe she's like, oh, does that happen a lot?
Does that happen a lot?
She's so like naive and innocent. See, he didn't even respond. He's just like, snicker. The cola bottles.
Wow. Got enough cola?
It's not for drinking.
What do you mean?
They're original bottles. Can't you tell the difference? These were on board the ship when it blew in from the sea.
They must be ancient.
They must be ancient.
I don't know about that. 30 years max.
That's ancient, isn't it?
Right.
30 years is ancient. The comics.
Have you read all those?
Heaps of times. Comics are hard to find.
They have some at Wonthaggi Library. Oh, what are they about?
What are they about?
All kinds of stuff. Superheroes, epic battles. There's lots of storylines. I've only got a few of each, so I gotta figure out what happens in between.
And that's where he writes, I guess. Wait, how come we only have this? Ask about the flag.
So what does the flag mean?
Oh, well, the yellow's the sun. That's easy. That's where life comes from, the sun. And then the red's the country. Follow Who Made It is from way up north, so I guess that makes sense to him.
Oh.
And then the black, that's us, the people.
Thanks.
Thanks for letting me know.
No walkers.
I have no idea what that meant. No
I reckon that's
wakas,
pretty
no
simple.
worries.
What else do you need? People, country, life.
Leave.
I might head off.
Sure.
See ya.
Okay, so we have someone who's... I guess he's the closest to our age here. Ted. Approach... Oh! I feel like I want to follow this person. Oh no. Peek into the patient's room. Is he gonna catch me? Oh! Oh! He doesn't care about me. Enter the room. Disturb the old man. Leave.
Who is there?
That's awkward.
You are not a nurse.
I'm Casey.
I'm, Casey.
I am Mr. Bruce. Your message.
Oh, they talked about Mr. Brewis. About the... He'd know more about the ship. Say, ask about the Golden Bears. Ask about Miss Hummel. Look around.
You've got a lot of stuff.
Is that a Fabergé egg-like thing?
Gifts.
I don't...
From my family.
The egg. I was looking at the egg.
What's that egg? On the shelf?
Oh, it is a Fabergé.
It is a Fabergé. Does Casey know what a Fabergé egg is? Where did you get it?
Where did you get it?
Another gift. It does not contain the surprise. It is missing.
Oh, okay. Ask what the surprise is.
What surprise?
The second piece hidden inside.
I guess Casey doesn't... Can I open it?
Can I open it?
Aw.
Trees.
Did I twist it? Okay. I can try to find it for you.
I can try to find it for you.
It is not here.
Oh,
It was lost on another continent.
continent. That sucks.
That sucks.
Sax? I do not understand.
I wish it had it.
I wish it had the surprise.
Yes, this is life sometimes.
Life is like a Fabergé egg, I guess. She is paying attention to us. I didn't notice Esther was standing there the whole time. Hello?
Hello. You get around, don't you?
Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Yes. I don't suppose you've heard.
Mr. Falk passed away.
Mr. Falk,
Mr. Falk?
he died.
So at
early
1:30,
this morning.
Esther goes around questioning
I
Mr.
see.
Brewis.
May God rest his soul.
I suppose you don't have anything else to add?
I didn't know him so well.
No. Well, me either. But I certainly didn't wish any harm upon him. You know me. Wouldn't hurt a fly. But I had my disagreements with him, certainly. And
Are you looking for a
I
murderer?
wish him rest,
What I'm saying is, you two are
rest
so...
and peace.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it's very irregular, you know.
In what regard?
Esther's the one who's like
Because,
getting in people's
well,
business here.
His stars, they were very auspicious.
The stars, ah.
It's rather strange indeed, come to think of it. I'm gonna have another squiz at my charts.
Those are her abilities.
Good day.
I'm gonna go.
I
Give you
might
some
leave
peace. Is that okay?
for now. Is that okay?
Do as you wish.
So that's Mr. Brewis. Oh, let's talk to Esther. So I can like barely hear the dialogue from upstairs. But that's interesting. They really they rely on the sound design to lure you to different parts of the ship.
Sense at all. I mean, you
Listen
have
in.
to be. My stars.
I feel like Kate Bishop lurking, creeping, investigating.
Mr. Geller. Nostradamus. Mr. Falk? Is that you? If that's you, give me a sign.
Oh no.
Any time now. Very well.
Very well, what? Can I enter and talk to Esther? There we go. Enter the room. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse you? Who are you?
Casey.
My mom works here.
My mum works here. Mrs. Beaumaris.
Ah, the head proctor. And I suppose she sent you to keep an eye on me.
Explain your task.
I meant to spend time with you, with each of the patients. Are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you. I just haven't been given my medicine yet. Now, why are you in my room?
You haven't had your medicine.
You haven't had your medicine.
The staff here are atrocious.
Oh, speaking of the medicine.
Memory like a... what is it?
Goldfish?
Goldfish?
No, that's not it. You look awkward, standing there in the doorway like that. Come on, in you come. Have a seat over there.
I guess the nurse is here with her meds.
Good afternoon, Esther.
I stumbled upon this again. Okay.
Hi, Casey. I've got your afternoon regimen here.
Huh? Put it down there.
I have to see you take them.
Fine then. Fine.
Now, this is your afternoon medicine, Esther. I have a witness present. Actually, why don't you write this down, Casey? Esther has had her afternoon medicine for Friday.
Is that really necessary?
I just don't want you calling me in an hour saying you haven't had it yet.
I see.
Why would I do a thing like that? Lily, Mr. Falk, is his birthday... Well, was his birthday Sunday?
It was.
I wonder what the mystery here is, or if it's just a slice of life thing. Oh.
An Aquarius, are you?
I don't actually know. What is my birthday as Casey?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? When's your birthday, child?
October 20th.
October 20.
A Libra, then. I should have known. Very airy indeed.
Ask what... airy?
What do you mean, airy?
Oh, nothing. In any case, Libra is a lovely sign to be. Now, would you say you're a peaceful person?
I think so.
I think so.
Ha! Typical Libra. Not even a straightforward yes or no. And you like company, is that right?
Sure.
Well, sure. I like being with my friends.
Precisely. What about the arts?
You mean paintings?
You mean paintings?
Paintings, books, movies, magazines, the lot.
I like reading and TV.
I like reading. And TV.
Of course you do. Good. Very good. Embracing the arts so early in life. Most people come to appreciate the arts far later on. You Libras don't know how lucky you are.
Is this really what a Libra is? I'm a Capricorn, so I don't know. What's your sign?
What's your sign?
Well, that's private. You'll know too much about me if you know that. Far too much.
Right. I told you mine.
But I told you mine.
And that was your mistake.
Ha! Wow, okay. Look around.
He's lost the connection. Or it's fuzzy. He could be... Child, what do you think of fishing?
Fishing? I haven't done it in ages.
I haven't done it in ages.
What about ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Oh,
Aha!
that's already a canon
All
for
children love ice
Casey.
cream. Well, they have unusual methods sometimes.
Oh. Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, ice cream truck drivers. Strange way to deliver ice cream.
I guess?
I guess.
I'm confused. Okay, look around.
You have a lot of strange things in here.
Strange. To you, perhaps. These are simply the tools of my trade.
The crystal ball.
Are you a fortune teller?
Why are you picking it
Careful
up?
with that. It's not so simple as in the stories. Reading involves understanding the meaning of each facet and what it means when they overlap and intersect. I don't do it much anymore. My eyes aren't what they once were. This doesn't add up at all. Perhaps he's trying to reach someone else.
Oh. Okay, bye. Well, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Come along and you can find out.
Oh, sure. Okay, I'll come.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay, following another patient. Let's go. So Esther's trying to solve or thinks this is a murder. Mr. Falk. Where are you going? Oh, you can talk while you can walk and talk.
So, where are we going?
I like that.
We're going to see Mrs. Fawn. I haven't been to see her since I heard the news. Rather rude of me.
About Mr. Falk?
About Mr. Falk?
Precisely. They were very close. And if there's anyone that he would miss the most, it'd be her.
Do you mean she would miss him?
Don't you mean she would miss him?
Yes, whatever you'd like. Here we are. Hi there, dearie.
Gonna be her Watson.
Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I've got the Snoop here with me.
Hi again, Casey.
Just thought I'd pop by and, well, express my condolences.
How's it going, Fisher? We just started, actually. You didn't miss much. We're on the clock here, so this apparently this game it encourages, just like Exocolonist encourages multiple playthroughs because the world moves even if you don't. So you can only focus on certain sections of the ship and get to know certain people because others are going to be doing their thing. So there's a schedule and we're just casting a wide net right now, trying to meet everyone on the ship. And so far we play as Casey Beaumaris. Our mom asked us to help her aboard a floating hospital. We are in a blimp, basically, which is converted into a hospital. So we're getting to know the patients, and mom wants us to help out by hanging out with the patients, keeping them company. But Casey also wants to write the paper for her school newspaper. So we're on journalist mode right now, and we're just getting to know the people and the ship. And if you notice, there's a clock, there's a watch here. Boom.
Oh, yes, well, thank you.
And what's going on here is Esther is really obsessed right now about the death of Mr. Falk. Mr. Falk supposedly passed away. We're not actually sure if he passed. We're not sure if Mr. Falk was even an actual patient here, not yet, or if they're just coming up with the story themselves. But Esther is a astrologist, I guess. That's her ability, and she's very obsessed about finding out, or she thinks it's a murder, so she's now interrogating the suspects. We're just here for the ride.
What a day. It's the first time we've lost someone up here.
First time.
Bouchard to go first, myself.
Oh,
So it's relatively new.
Gerald, that's a bit callous.
If you say so. I suppose they'll have the service up in Melbourne, with his family being up there.
Yes, I suppose so.
What a shock. What a bright shock.
Hmm.
Well, I just
She's
thought
being very
I'd
cagey.
come by and see how you're doing. He was a great friend. A friend to all. To you, in particular.
Yes.
Oh,
In fact...
she was not like this when you were talking to her.
Well, if you felt anything peculiar after his passing.
Oh, Mrs. Fitzgerald, this just isn't the time.
Isn't the time for what?
For your mystical music.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but I think you'd...
I just prefer not to talk about that. Thank you very much.
Well, fine. Suit yourself. My condolences anyway.
Thank you for coming. Goodbye.
So as far as I can tell, all of these events will happen without our input. Mostly, usually. So it just so happened that we caught her at the time she wanted to visit Mrs. Vaughan, and we were there along for the ride. But we could have been somewhere else entirely on the ship, talking to someone else. So there are all these vignettes happening. Catch up to Esther.
If he's trying to reach out, she's shying away. Time to bark up a different tree.
That was about Mr. Falk.
That was about Mr. Falk.
Fine. Come on.
So we have like our research notes here. She was good friends with Mr. Falk, Hugo Falk, before he died. Got cross with Esther when she asked if Ida had felt anything peculiar after Mr. Falk's death. Huh. Exactly, Fisher. So that's why the game, they say that you experience a different story each playthrough. So it's a nice follow-up to Exocolonist because they kind of share that, right? So if you could see, I'm slowly being less stressed about it. I was stressed initially because this clock, it keeps going. It's already 3:16 p.m. And we're following Esther, and it's like, moving so slowly. I think I can leave it here. Let's meet someone else. Oh. Can I stop following? I can't. I want to listen in. And you can also, of course, eavesdrop on conversations from different locations on the ship. And basically that. It's I don't know what to call it. It's a living, breathing world. And you're just there to like observe. I think this is a bug though. Oh wait, he's outside waiting. So maybe there's an event queued up. And now Mr. Avery's gonna come in. There we go.
And
He was
Mr.
waiting.
Morris, yes, perfect. I have discovered the thesis of my next dissertation.
I'm good for dessert, thanks.
My next book. It'll be about the hospital, about this place.
This just came to you. No strange circumstances. Objects moving of their own accord.
She's so obsessed
I was
about
in with
this.
Miss Hummel, attending to her, as I often do, and it just came to me.
Interesting. Is this...
Is this what?
I'm not sure.
Well, in any case, I'm perfectly positioned to discuss the genesis of this unique sanctuary as mentor to Mr. Pettigrew and as a long-term resident.
Resident? So we're going to have a spot in this new book?
Well, certainly. In fact, I was going to ask if you'd consent to an interview.
Little old me? Interviewee? Well, why not?
Wonderful. Tomorrow morning, after breakfast, it'll give me time to put together an outline.
All right then.
Tomorrow
Oh,
morning.
yes, there are so many layers to it.
So basically the premise is Casey is a journalist for a school newspaper. She was asked by her mom to help out over the holidays. I think this takes place over a weekend.
Dream to reality.
Oh no, Fisher.
imagination to
That happens, right?
Comedy and tragedy, of course. Tragedy and conflict.
Go feed it some juice.
Mr. Falk.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd include that.
What's
My
so- everyone's
conflict
talking about
should be
Mr.
among my
Falk.
own business.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Aha! I see what you've done. I'll come along to your interview, sir, but I shan't be talking about any conflicts, which I was on the right end of in any case, as is being proven
The right case?
concurrently.
Right end of what?
Never you mind.
Yes, well, I'd best start getting these thoughts to paper. Time is a fickle muse. See you at dinner, Mrs.
You know, I'm gonna ask about
And nice to see
Falk.
you, young miss.
So long, Mr. Avery.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Excuse
Fitzgerald.
me.
Yes?
Yes?
How long did you say you'd be around?
Mum said it should be
3 days.
Oh, well, I won't keep you. Off you go.
Oh my god, so if it's 3 days, there's 3
Didn't
days
know
of
your
world
own star
activity.
sign? I'll have to talk to your mother about that one.
So it's 3 days. So that's like 3 days of world activities. How do we keep track of all that? So there's so much to see and hear and do and people to meet and mysteries to solve, if there really is one. Yeah, it's the first game day, January 27th, 3:45 p.m. I can't head down. Oh, wait, this is the bottom floor. Let's ask about that Falk. Where did they say Mr. Falk? What is his room? Oh, okay. We haven't been here before. Oh, no. This is the nurse station.
Oh, hey.
Hi. And you can like follow in, listen, peek into
Still
Ida's
knitting?
room.
Tea in here later, if that's not too much of a bother.
Of course. That'll be fine. And is your knee still acting up?
Much better today, thank you.
Good, good. Well,
And getting
I'll
notes.
see you for tea.
That you will.
Do something else. So like you learn more about people. Ida, something wrong with her knee, ask Lily to take tea in her own room, etc., etc. So we're getting to know their itinerary. Pretty cool. Oops, back. Can I talk to you? Oh, listen in to the nurse's station. Oh, she's getting the meds for... I wanted to ask about Mr. Falk. Never mind. Oh. Oh. Approach Mr. Prowess.
Hello, Miss.
Do you mind if I join you?
Do you mind if I join you?
I do not.
Oh, there's a chair there. Say, ask about Miss Hummel. Hang out for a while. Wait, let's learn more. Okay, wait. Who? Oh, Hugo we have not met. Mr. Falk. Hugo. Sounds like he passed away last night. Maybe people will tell me what he was like. Sunday would have been Mr. Falk's birthday. Mr. Prowess. Traveled on this airship when he was younger. That's what he learned. Avery says Mr. Prowess is Viennese. Has an accent. German? Question mark. Says all the stuff in his room is gifts from family. Has a fancy empty egg on his shelf. A Fabergé egg. I don't know if it's just a fake or not. Esther said that Mr. Prowess and Mr. Falk didn't get along. Which is why Esther was like trying to get something out of Prowess. But these people, they don't want to talk about Falk.
Child, you are how old?
Let them know your age.
I'm 14.
14.
Ah, 14. Do you... How is your schooling?
Some parts are okay.
Some parts are okay. I like English.
Same.
I'm working on the school newspaper.
A paper?
I was also in the
It's
school
the
newspaper.
paper.
A writer.
I'm still learning.
Very good.
Ask about the golden bears in Miss Hummel's room. Oh.
Do you know what the golden bears are in Miss Hummel's room?
A golden burst? A statues?
Yeah.
Ah.
Miss Hummel did not
I
say
believe,
anything.
Film awards.
Film awards.
The Berlinale.
The Berlinale.
Berlinale. So she's... Oh. She must have been famous. What's the Berlinale? Berlin Film
What's
Fest?
the Berlinale?
A festival in Berlin of artistic
Ah.
films.
Okay, so that's Tommy. How did she win the awards?
How did she win the awards?
That I am unsure of.
Oh, ask Mr. Pruis about Mr. Falk.
Did you know Mr. Falk?
Yes, I knew him.
Were you friends with him?
Were you friends with him?
We knew each other.
I guess he doesn't want to talk about him much. I don't know how much I can push. What was he like?
What was he like?
He was very jolly man. Very sure.
Do you know much about him?
Do you know much about him?
He was a fisherman, I believe. He was very close to Miss Hummel and Mrs. Vaughn.
Ah.
I did not know him well.
See you in a bit, Fisher. Stop asking questions. Okay, was he sick?
Was he sick?
I am not sure. That is enough questions.
Okay.
Please.
Sorry about that. Leave it there. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
There is no problem.
Oh, okay. Pause though. Hang out for a while. So
You look Gallic. Your surname, what is it?
Beaumaris.
Beaumaris, like the castle?
Which castle? Beaumont?
Which castle?
I have visited
Beaumaris
many
Castle?
years ago.
It is a castle. What? Okay. So hanging out for a while just invites them to take take initiative in the conversation. So if they have questions for you, it does take time though. And I guess if they have nothing to say, we can ask them questions. Let's ask about Miss Hummel.
Do you know Miss Hummel?
Yes.
Do you know why she doesn't talk?
Do you know why she doesn't talk?
No. Ask a nurse or Mrs. Vaughn.
Vaughn.
They are friends.
You can ask Mrs. Vaughn. Well, I'll leave you to it then.
I'll leave you to it.
Goodbye, miss.
Not interrupt the music.
You're back. Good. In you come. Take a seat.
Ask Ida about Miss Hummel.
Do you know Miss Hummel?
Oh, Tommy. Yes, certainly. We're good friends.
I want to find out more about her.
I want to find out more about her.
Welcome back,
Is
Fisher.
her past a mystery?
Oh, well, I suppose.
Miss King Maternity.
If you're interested. I don't know too much about her past.
We're getting to know about... We're asking about Tommy Hummel. She didn't speak with me. As in, she didn't say a word at all. But we found out that her statues are film awards from the Berlin Film Fest.
She didn't speak with me.
She doesn't speak usually. She doesn't communicate in the regular ways that we do.
Oh. Do you think I should leave her alone? Do you know why she doesn't speak?
Do you know why she doesn't speak?
No. I'm not quite sure. The staff probably have some theories.
What's that trauma? Like a trauma that prevents people from speaking. I remember shows up in a lot of films also. Aren't you interested in her past?
Aren't you interested in her past?
I have been curious every now and then, I must admit. But there aren't many ways to find out more. If you discover anything, do let me know. Tomi enjoys company.
Oh, okay.
So feel free to spend time with her. She enjoys conversation as well.
She just doesn't speak.
You can speak with her about whatever you'd like. Whatever's on your mind. I noticed you wrote something down.
Oh,
I'm a journalist.
I'm a journalist. Amateur.
Oh, I see. How interesting. What are you planning to write about?
I'm writing an article about the ship. For my school newspaper.
Well,
Ask Ida about the Oh, the Golden Bears. We know about that.
Do you know anything about the golden bears in Tomi's room?
oh, on the dresser.
Yeah.
They're awards of some kind. I'm not sure what for, though. They've been in Tomi's room since she moved in, I believe.
These are the film awards. Ask Ida about the VIP. Do you know about star sign? I'm interested about the VIP. They're talking about a VIP who's supposed to visit.
Have you heard about a VIP coming to visit?
What's that?
A very important person.
Oh? No, not really.
Someone from the government's coming
It's a
in.
strange term.
I heard there's a visitor coming on Sunday. Oh, glad you're able to fix that. External hard drive. PC did not register the game, so that is worrisome. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to fix that connection. So you play games out of the external hard drive? I heard that there's a visitor coming on
I
Sunday.
heard that there's a visitor coming on Sunday.
Maybe it's a pop star.
Mhm.
What was the name of that fellow? He had a movie come out. The Man Who Fell Down. Oh, that's not right.
Do you have any other clues?
Do you have any other clues?
No, unfortunately. We'll just have to wait and see.
Ask about the fight between Esther and Mr. Falk.
Can I,
Now we're getting
can
to
I ask
gossip
you something
there.
about
Right.
Esther and Mr. Falk?
Oh, well, I suppose. What is it?
I heard that the two of them had a fight yesterday. Sometime recently, anyway.
That's just what they were like. Riling one another up.
Do you know what it was about?
Do you know what it was about?
It would have been over some silly thing as per usual. I mean, if I overheard, I didn't catch all the details. I tend to tune out when the two of them go at it, if I'm honest.
Was Mr. Falk mean?
Was Mr. Falk mean?
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't say that. He was just a bit stubborn.
Leave it there.
Okay, well, thanks.
Is this for the article?
I haven't decided yet.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, mysterious. Very well, Miss Beaumaris.
And I like how she remembers
Keep
that
me in
you said
suspense.
you're a journalist and you're working on an article. I've been open with people about it. I don't know if my mom will be happy.
See you later,
It's
Mrs. Vaughn.
Ida, remember?
Ida.
Oops, sorry, Ida.
Goodbye, dear.
That makes sense, definitely. Registering game, external hard drive stuff. I'm just surprised, and like I never tried running it straight from an external hard drive before. Like we edit videos out of external hard drives, so I guess the data transfer is not, the speed doesn't really factor in. Like, does it affect your performance a lot when you play out of an external hard drive? I guess if it's an SSD, that really negates the problem a lot. Elheim, Elheim, welcome in. We're just getting to know the people aboard the ship. It is getting late. It is 5:28 p.m. in game, but we are playing as Casey Beaumaris, and we are here to help Mom on board this floating hospital. And one of the patients passed away. Did we go up already? But as you can see, this time is passing. Even the lighting has started to change as the sun slowly goes down. They said we can talk to Tommy.
Hi, Miss Hummel. Tommy?
Tommy likes conversation, apparently. Oh, that's good to hear, Fisher. Refill Tommy's watering can. Let's hang out for a while. So apparently Miss Tommy got a bunch of... Oh no! At 5:30...
Goodbye, Mrs. Hummel.
Oh no, unskippable event. Uh-oh.
There you are. It's past 5. Ted'll be waiting.
Ted? Sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, well, I just can't be tracking you down all the time. Let's go then.
We were supposed to have a meeting with Ted? Oh, right. There's the shuttle schedule.
All right. Let's get home.
Oh my god, that's the end of day 1.
We're out of leftovers. Oh, I'll throw something together.
So there are 3 days. I didn't really know what to do today. Tell her about Ida. Tell her about Mr. Avery. Tell her about Mr. Pruess.
I spent some time with Mr. Pruess. He talks quite slowly.
Yes, well, he's one of the oldest up there.
Tell her about Ida.
I met Ida, Mrs. Vaughan. She was really nice. She asked about my writing.
Oh, well, that's nice. So, did you see many other patients? You did, didn't you?
We did. Of course.
Of course. I mean, I did as much as I could.
Listen, Casey, up there you can't half do things. When you're working, you have to focus. Look, just... Maybe I shouldn't have. Never mind.
What?
I've got to check these over. Give me a minute.
Oh man, I wasn't focused enough. End of chapter. Save and exit. Continue.
It's a windy one today.
Oh,
What time did you sleep last night?
don't ask.
Yeah, that's also a worry if it's up there. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I've just got a bit of a headache.
Request an interview. Can't you take a day off?
Can't you take a day off?
No. Heavens, no.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, actually. I was going to say, try to be a bit more helpful today, if you can. I have quite enough to worry about at the moment.
Uh-huh. You don't need to worry.
You don't need to worry.
Oh, just try, Casey. Please. Now let me rest my eyes.
This is
for
the
a
game
bit.
probably telling me, all you did was ask for interviews and look into like... Yeah, we didn't really help out.
We're here. Sorry for the bumps.
That's fine, Ted. Let's go.
We followed Ted into like the restricted area,
We
the
need to
old
get a
part of the
start.
ship.
Remember, Casey, it's a big day.
Yes, Mum.
Make yourself useful.
Yes, Mum.
Fine, I'm not gonna write on my paper. Sad. Yeah, the game's supposed to be very short, Fisher, which I think we might only be streaming it today. Like, I think a playthrough is 5 hours. Follow Mom. Right, we're supposed to be helping out. What did I do? I focused on my paper,
Morning.
which our mom doesn't want.
Apparently, I'm urgently needed here.
Well, Mr. Pettigrew will be phoning in a moment.
Mr. Pettigrew.
He's worried about the visit tomorrow. Wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
Right. Well, Mr. Winch's graft really does need a look at.
Should we,
Oh, nah. Mrs. B will get it sorted.
hello?
Lily, it's me.
Oh, just a moment. I'll put you on the speaker system. All right.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, boss.
Boss.
So we've been over this. Don't think of me as a boss. Think of me as a friend. Please, call me Felix.
All right. Felix.
Wonderful. Now, where's Mrs. Beaumaris?
Right here.
Good. Dr. Shen?
Present.
Dr.
Excellent.
Shen.
Busy days, exciting times. Now, I know you've all been doing your best, and I appreciate it immensely. But as I think we all can recognize, the state of the geriatric ward is absolutely horrendous. This ward is meant to be a floating paradise for the elderly.
So that's how it's marketed
Heaven
as.
before heaven.
Heaven before
You're all
heaven.
champions. I know you can give 110%. I had a call with Mrs. Beaumaris yesterday. I exhort you all to follow her every command as we prepare for tomorrow. I know...
About that,
Oh, yes, go ahead.
what are our priorities for tomorrow?
It's everything. You know, spick and span, ship and shape.
Specifically, last week you asked for Lily to sweep the halls, for instance. But now...
Yes, the halls. Absolutely #1 priority. It's your mission, Lily.
Okay,
Listen,
but
I don't have the time to make your decisions for you. I hired each of you to make the best decisions. I have maximal faith that you'll come together and get this done. I won't keep you any longer. So long. And remember, dig deep.
Goodbye.
good.
All right, well, let's quickly cover the plan. The fact is...
How's it going,
we don't
Fanwa?
know
We're just
how
listening
many
in on our
for
mom
most
right
of the
now.
day.
If anything critical comes through, call me on the service.
Okay.
May I?
I'll see you over there. I'll pop back when I can. Lily, sounds like the halls are back on the list.
Yeah, okay.
They're
I can
understaffed.
stick around for the Arvo.
God, that'd be great. You sure? Oh, Mr. 215, are you able to get his room cleared out?
215.
It's on the list.
You both know the drill here. Keep to the schedule, take your breaks. And regardless of what's going on,
Patience first.
one more day.
All right.
Yep.
So we are on day 2. How's it going, Vanoa? So Casey is torn between working on her school paper and helping her mom. Because patience first. Sounds like it's a motto that mom says to the other nurses a lot. So apparently there's going to be this VIP on Sunday, the 3rd day of the game. And mom was not happy with her first day. I think that's the game's way of telling us that you weren't really being helpful to the patients. We were meant to spend time with them, but I guess mom is stressed out, they're understaffed, and they're expecting a VIP on Sunday. It's supposed to be my holiday, but I focus instead on chasing down, like, Esther Fitzgerald thinks that Mr. Falk was murdered or something, so she's obsessed about that. We're asking people about gossip on why, like, the nurse Joni quit. We followed Ted into an abandoned section of the dirigible. So we've just been, like, everywhere. We weren't really focused. And that's what mom was pointing out to us. It's kind of like a detective game. I'm not sure if there was an actual murder or a mystery going on. It feels very slice of lifey right now. But I'm getting very Sexy Brutale vibes. Sexy Brutale is a game. I'm not sure if you played it before, but Sexy Brutale, kind of like an escape room, murder mystery kind of thing, which happens in real time. And it can only be in so many places at once, right? So the whole premise of the game is it encourages multiple playthroughs. The world happens in real time. There's a schedule of things for each person. And you just have to be at the right place at the right time and just enjoy the journey. So very much like Exocolonist, Wayward Strand encourages multiple playthroughs because you can only focus on so many people for each playthrough. And each playthrough, I guess, takes around 4 to 5 hours. And we really don't know what's going on right now. We're just playing as Casey Pumares. We're interviewing people for our paper, but Mom also wants us to help out, but we don't have enough time to go about it. So this time, you notice here, January 28, 8:55, everything is in simulated real time. So time moves faster here, of course. Takes place over 3 days. And things happen around the ship. And our notebook helps us keep track of things. And you can eavesdrop on conversations like here.
Once they back up here.
Yeah, good thinking. You looking for other work?
For my auntie.
Right. Good luck.
So Ted is a very busybody. Enter the room.
Good morning.
Hi.
Want to sit?
They talked about a patient 204. So this is supposed to be a floating hospital, heaven before heaven. Ask Ted what he's reading.
What are you reading?
Oh.
Even conversations don't pause time. Oh. So he said for his auntie, right? So he's probably looking for a lot of shifts to pay for something about his auntie. Ask why.
Are you after something?
Kinda. One of my aunties is after some work. She's got a baby on the way.
Ask about Ted's family.
Wow. Do you have a big family?
Yeah, pretty big. Hey, actually, you know any work that's going?
Work? What can she do?
What can she do?
Oh, anything. Give her a job, she'll do it.
I mean, like, experience.
She's experienced. She's almost 30.
Could she work here?
Could she work here?
Oh,
Maybe.
I could check with Mum.
that pause again. I guess he doesn't want it. Leave. Let's make the most out of our second
I'll
day.
see
Let's
you
try to be
later.
helpful. We told Mom we're gonna help around the hospital. So let's visit the patients and ask about what people might need.
Where is...
You're right, Fisher. Maybe 1.5 hours per in-game day. Seems like it.
Oh, right. Christ.
Approach Joe. Rainy day today. Say... Oh. See, it's like this. This doesn't really help the hospital. This is like more for our curiosity, but a nurse quit. I wonder why. Let's hang out for a while. This is our first time talking to Joe. I don't think Joe's noticing us. Okay, it's awkward. We're just standing around. Say. Hi, Joe. So... about the airship.
Joe,
What?
do you know much about what this place was before?
The airship? Not really. I was there on the night it blew in, though.
Oh, what was it like?
What was it like?
It blew in during a huge storm. The town got together to tie it down. Nobody knew if there were people trapped on board. Next day, in the light, we could tell it was abandoned. A floating shipwreck. Wild.
That is pretty interesting, actually. So you've been playing Terra Invicta? What is this game, Vanua? I just Google anything that like pops up. Ambitious grand strategy game. And the expansion in early access. Grand strategy, man. Seems quite interesting. The last grand strategy game I played was Crusader Kings 3. I was actually wondering if I should stream some playthroughs of Crusader Kings 3 because I love the emergent storytelling there and the role-playing aspects of these grand strategy games. What I love about grand strategy games is when they allow you to really role play. That's what I really loved about Crusader Kings 3. I treated it like an RPG first and grand strategy second. So this is about the ship. XCOM from the creators of Long War Mad. Oh. You'd watch a Crusader Kings 3 thing? I have not played Crusader Kings 3 since the launch of the expansions. And they just released a new expansion now, a new flavor pack. But now it's beyond the season pack. Like I only have for the first year. But now they're starting to release paid expansions. I guess it's worth trying out again. But Crusader Kings 3 was super fun. Even though half the time I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just really enjoyed when the pop-ups came up and I could make like decisions. And it's really... I don't know, like after each playthrough, even if you win or lose, you always have stories to tell. It's pretty fascinating. I'm pretty surprised though. XCOM in a grand strategy setting? Huh. Because usually like from grand strategy, the combat itself is just, you know, mostly numbers and macro perspective because they can only focus on so much. But to get to an XCOM level sounds really interesting. Friendships and rivalries. Sounds good. Ask Joe about why Joni quit. Oh, ask Joe about Mr. Falk. Whoa, wait. Why is it changing? Ask Falk about the VIP.
Lily?
Yeah?
Oh, Lily.
Someone talking about a VIP.
Huh? Oh, right. A government man is coming on Sunday. We've got to get the place spick and span by then.
Why is he visiting?
Why is he visiting?
Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. Must be something important. Mr. Pettigrew keeps ringing in about it. It's kind of why you're up here, actually. So the patients get a bit more attention, while we're running around like headless chooks.
Okay. Who's Joni?
Do you know who Joni is?
Joni? Joni was a nurse here. She quit a couple of weeks back. Well, I say quit, but she just stopped showing up, I guess.
Huh? Ask Lily if she knows why Joni quit. I'm supposed to be helping out. I can't help ask these questions, though.
Why did Joni quit?
Oh, I don't know. Joe might. I never got to meet her.
I was about to ask Joe, but Joe left. Where did Joe go? Oh! Joe's gonna help Mr. Pruitt. Back to his room. Let's go back to Ida, ask if she needs help.
Oh, hello, dear. Wonderful to see you again.
Ooh, oh, so it's XCOM in the story respect about aliens coming in, and then now you're charged of. Oh, okay, that's super cool. Modern Earth, you need to infiltrate countries, use resource direction, or use. Oh my god, I super love that kind of aspect in a. Have you ever participated in a mega game, like a live event? Essentially, like a board game for like 50 participants. We played that as well. It is one of my most memorable gaming. Basically, okay, it's Watch the Skies. I think it's available for free online if you want to run it for a huge group of people. But it's essentially what you just talked about, Vanua, but in a live simulated setting. So essentially, each group of players represents a nation, and each player within that nation has a role. So UN ambassador, president, commander-in-chief, etc., etc. And it's so fascinating because of all the political games. So it is a board game. There's a structure to it, but so it's super fun. And essentially, we had to deal with that. Aliens arrived. What does humanity do? So my group represented Neo Tokyo, and I was the UN ambassador. So I joined in on the UN meetings. All the people from all the other UN ambassadors would like go to another room and talk about like the alien situation and how you want to handle it. At the same time, our president has to meet with like other presidents and talk about, you know, foreign policies and, you know, sharing resources and how to deal with the alien. It's an unknown. We don't know if they're a threat. And then we have to also establish meetings with the aliens who are also played by players. So we actually don't know because it's up to the player aliens to decide what they want to do with humanity. So they're sequestered in another room. And once in a while, the aliens would like give like secret messages to heads of state. And it's a lot of intrigue and oh, it is so good. I would highly recommend it if you ever get the chance, especially with, but I understand with COVID, it's difficult to have these mega games. But Watch the Skies. I'll put it up here. That is super fun. And as a game, it also made sense. So there's even the grand strategy aspect. Like for the players who played as military generals, you would get called to the war room with the other nations, and you'd start talking about placing your troops here and there. But then, you know, you'd have to respect political boundaries, and you'd get into fights about that. You're saying like Tokyo, Neo Tokyo, why are you putting in troops on our shores? And then you talk about, you know, stuff like that. It's super cool. Invicta has a deep space combat system. Ground combat is more paradox style, like CK3. Yeah. Interesting. How does it compare to Stellaris, Vanoa? Because that one, Stellaris from Paradox Interactive, it's basically CK3 in space. Like, do you prefer Terra Invicta over Stellaris, or are they very different? Fisher, I have not tried LARPing before. It's always been something I've been fascinated about, and it's something I wanted to try. I know that locally there were some Vampire the Masquerade LARPs going on, but as far as I can tell, we don't really have a big LARP scene here. So Watch the Skies was the closest we've got to LARPing for me, because I really got into my role. Like my whole team, we all dressed up, and I tried to really imbibe the role as someone from Neo Tokyo, so I'd be bowing to people and stuff like that. We were so into it, and it was just such a great time. And we even had one of the players even played as a spy for Neo Tokyo. So eventually, by the end of the day, it was a whole day event. The spies even came up with their own ciphers and language that only the spies would understand. And they created a whole international spy ring. And yet there was so much intrigue going on there because, like, the spies from the United States, they were being very cagey about their technology. They kept sending people our way to Neo Tokyo, asking us, because we eventually teched up, like grand strategy style, we teched up all the way to having mecha, alright? We developed technology to have Gundams. The other nations wanted in on that, but we had a very strong policy about not lending this to foreign powers and not antagonizing the aliens. That was our stance as Neo Tokyo. So suddenly at the board meetings, at the UN discussions, they kept ragging on Neo Tokyo, saying, why don't you share this technology with us? Why don't you share your Gundams with the United States of America and defend freedom across the nations? So we were like, no, US. We're telling the president, no, we're not giving you mecha. Because you're messing around with the other nations. You're interfering with the other nations. Like in-game wise, they were also like interfering with other nations, and they were stirring up a lot of shit, and they were antagonizing the aliens. But then they kept telling us, oh, but the aliens, they sent out a message telling us that they were going to wage war on us, but we weren't sure if that was true. Sorry, I could talk about this all day. It is so fascinating. There's so much fake news going around. A lot of political instability, like fomenting because of a word here and there from this nation or this alien, and we weren't sure. In the end, we weren't sure what the aliens really wanted, and it's pretty fascinating. So yeah, I really enjoyed Watch the Skies. I wanted to get more of that, and then the pandemic happened. They were actually the same group of people were supposed to run more mega games. But the next one was supposed to be Crusader King style. All right, heavily inspired from Game of Thrones because they were capitalizing on the Game of Thrones hype at the time. So the nations instead would be houses, would be noble houses, and you'd have to deal with, again, an external threat. Not aliens this time, but the White Walkers, right? From the north. So there would be a group of players playing as the Night's Watch, and then the rest of us noble houses warring over influence, resources, and bloodlines and all that kind of stuff. So it would have been very it would have been very Crusader Kings-esque, but pandemic happened, never pushed through. So unfortunately. Drachenfest, LARP in Germany, 6 days where you roleplay the entire time. That's something on my bucket list, Fisher. Like before the pandemic, my friends and I were really talking about like, man, one day we wanna, at least we wanna participate in like a Renaissance fair, like somewhere in Europe, right? In fact, there was this huge LARP in Poland for Witcher fans, but I heard there was a lot of controversy behind that in terms of I'm not sure if it is the same group of people, but apparently there's a Witcher camp, and one of the organizers was supposed to be like, they confirmed like he was a neo-Nazi, so like that fell apart. But they had the whole thing, like you would go to a castle in Poland, and you'd go through sword training and like potion making, and have simulated monster hunts, like LARPed out monster hunts. Oh, it looked so good. It looked so fun. Like I wanted to get into those things before I get too old for these things, right? The too old in a health-wise sense. Like I don't care if I'm like 50 years old. If I could still physically participate in a LARP, I would. But man, sorry, like I got super excited talking about these things. Drachenfest, I've never heard of that. Okay, so you have to play a bit more Terra Invicta to find out. But hey, I'll take note of that. Like Crusader Kings 3, I played it before I started streaming. But I think it might be a very interesting crossover between roleplay, scratching the tabletop RPG-like itch, and video games. It's like a crossover between all of this, and talk about emergent storytelling and piecing together the pieces for, who knows, we might be inspired by Crusader Kings 3 playthrough and translate that into a one-shot RPG down the line. It's built for that kind of storytelling, right? Infiltrated Germany and Poland. Oh, wait. So this is what you're doing in Terra Invicta. You infiltrated Germany and Poland. They're rich, but they don't have a good space program. Oh, no. So, from the outset, Vanua, do you know the aliens' intent? Have they already, like... Has first contact happened, and how did first contact go? Oh, huge community in Canada where they built an entire city. Oh my god, I need to tell one of my friends about it. She just recently emigrated to Canada, and I'm wondering if she'd be fascinated by that space. Bicoline. I'll take note of that. Bicoline. Canada. LARP. Jesus, they built an entire... Oh my god. North of Montreal. I need to tell my friend about this. Oh my god. Duché de Bécole. Okay, wow. Wow. Okay, before we continue, I just need to show this, chat. This is freaking amazing. What? These are the stuff like as growing up, I've always wanted to participate in stuff like this. Like it's like a living film set. Like I'm always so fascinated by those things. Like when I visited Europe before, I did the whole thing. Like after college graduation, go on a Euro trip. So we started in the UK, and our last stop was in Prague. No, we our last stop was Brussels. And my favorite parts of the trips were the preserved old towns. Like one of my favorite destinations during our Euro trip was Praha, because it preserved a lot of the old districts, old town literally, and it felt like you were in another world. It's so good. UFO crash in Africa, fleet somewhere in Jupiter, and you have no idea what they want. Oh, and you don't know, right? It's like you don't know what the aliens want. And then you don't know anymore what's real or not and what their true intents are. And that just keeps things interesting because you don't know what to do. Hopefully it doesn't end up like First Contact in Mass Effect Vanua with the Turians. Their First Contact didn't go so well. So hopefully humanity decides on the right course of action. You need biodegradable stuff like shampoo. Yeah, definitely. I like that they also respect that environment-wise. But holy crap. Medieval village, its plains, forests, immerse you in the fantastic world, fighters by the thousands. Oh my god. You know, hell, the closest we'd love to do it is like on-location tabletop RPGs. You know, I've been taking up HEMA. Like, I could bring my HEMA skills to here. Historical European martial arts, focused on a longsword. A grand melee? What is this? Oh. I am definitely going to send this over. Thank you for letting me know about this. I'm going to let my friend know about this. She just migrated to migrated to Canada. Hopefully this would excite her to like experience. You know, she's in Canada now. Enjoy shit like this. All right, back to it. Online. Okay. Oh, what is this YouTube? I might have YouTube ads. Freaking YouTube ads. Terra Invicta release trailer. I'm gonna check this out. I want to see this. The release trailer. This was released. Oh, only this week. Yesterday. All right, I'm gonna skip this ad first. Skip ad. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna watch the trailer before going on. Before moving on with the game. What did I say about Tabletop Cinema length of playthrough? Not necessarily as advertised.
All has changed. Our old lives are gone, but there is a new world to come.
Tell me your orders.
I thought it was gonna be an ad.
We'll make our appeal.
Bringing them on board.
Oh my god, this is basically... Wait, let's watch it.
We've gained significant support.
Heading there now.
Is this multiplayer? Is there multiplayer to this?
We go for liftoff.
What is science, if not a consensus of trial and error?
This is Watch the Sky. This is essentially what we played with our mega game. Like the Science Bureau, the science players, they had tech trees. They had all these little mini games as well, building the ships, building the tech. And of course, what to do with aliens.
Creatures are, where
and
they
then
came from, and what they plan to do on Earth.
And eventually you just figure out, you realize that humanity is the monster to itself. Okay, this looks super interesting. Vanua, again with great game recommendations. Hello, Commander. Yeah, this is like Watch the Skies in video game format. I'd love to try it out. And I'll be sure to tell my friends, Fisher, about Bicoline. How do you pronounce that? Bicoline? I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, Fisher. Well, obviously, I'm not gonna finish this playthrough. I'm gonna do the same thing as we did for Exocolonist. I'm gonna break for dinner and then finish up Wayward Strand. That's the game we're playing. Wayward Strand. So I'll see you later, Fisher. Take care on your exercise. But we're gonna finish this playthrough today, because it's not a very long game.
Come, take a seat by me here.
Let's try to make the most out of our playthrough. What are you knitting?
What are you knitting?
Oh, this? Just a scarf.
Who's it for?
Who's it for?
Oh, well, I'll give it to Philippa, my cousin. Plus, I just feel like knitting.
Leave her to it. We need to help out. What did I say the second time? Bicoline? Look out. No, I told Mom I'd help. Approach Lily.
Hey, Casey.
Need any help?
Need any help?
Oh, just spend time with the patients. And come to me or Joe if they need anything. Thanks, hon.
Okay, spend time with the patients and let them know if they need anything. Okay, we got cut off with Tommy. Who have we not met yet? Dr. Bouchard. Okay, that's new. Let's get to know Tommy. Refill her water bucket. Oh, Tommy's not here. Refill the watering can. Maybe she'd appreciate it. Oh, the water's right there. Yeah, I can totally imagine it. Far future though, but I could really imagine it in a multiplayer setting. Again, like would Watch the Skies with different players, with different nations. Of course, I'd have to probably scale it down a bit, but because that looked really complex, like to support a multiplayer base. But it would just be fascinating with players representing the nations. I don't think we've been to the left side. Have we been here before? No, we have not. So this is just like super slice of lifey. We're just, spending our time here. Things happen all around us. Just helping out where we can. Ted's still looking through the classifieds. Let's head down. Players representing organizations. There we go. Yeah. Enter the TV room. Okay. Cats. No, it's in the TV room. Where is everyone? Are they all having breakfast? Oh, Oh, Mr. Pruess is here with Tommy. Tommy's here with Mr. Pruess.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, child. You are welcome, if you wish.
Hi, Miss Tommy. Are you German?
Are you German?
I am
Austrian.
Austrian. I speak German.
Are these my only options? Everyone thinks you're German.
Everyone thinks you're German.
It is
Common
the
misconception. The war.
Germany was fearsome.
Were you in the war?
Were you in the war?
We escaped, Anna and myself,
Anna.
to England. Could have fought, perhaps should have.
Could have fought. He decided not to fight. Hang out for a while. So Tommy doesn't talk, but I guess she likes the company. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Good morning to you too, Miss Marshall.
Sorry, Devon. Good morning. It's a little hectic up here.
I get it. Don't worry. I'll have it ready to go in a moment.
Thanks.
Ooh, what? Press the button. Devin?
Devon?
What the hell? How's this like now? What in the world is going on down here? Who's calling in from? The mess?
It's Casey.
It's Casey.
Casey? You in hell? How'd you get to the mess?
It's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be. You're being careful, right? Thought that part of the ship was still literally falling to pieces.
I'll be careful.
I'll be careful.
Good, I suppose.
So you don't get called from here? How's your day going, Devin?
How's your day going?
Oh, nobody's asked me that in a while. Well, good,
Who's Devin?
thanks for asking.
So you don't get called from here?
So you don't get called from here?
Never. I had no idea it was working.
I might go now, Mr. Devon.
Just Devon, thanks. Alrighty then, Casey. Nice talking to you.
Devin? Huh? Devin, chef. Sounds Irish? Says no one asked him how he's doing in a while. Okay. We have not met Devin. So that's weird because we never met Devin, but...
Is it ready?
Oh,
Just another minute.
so Devin's the chef. And he's all the way up there.
Welcome.
Can't go any further. Let's use the elevator to go up. Can we go up even further? Head up. I don't think we've been to the very top floor yet. Hi, Miss Fitzgerald. I like how they took that into account. If someone's like coming down the left side, you don't block them. I saw someone here. No. Huh. How do I help out? I guess just hang out with the patients. Oh, someone's down there. So there's only 3 levels. That's a weird transition for the floors.
Hey.
Hi.
So he had his breakfast over here. Oh, I see a bottom floor over there. But we can't go down. Can we? Oh, no, we can. Oh, wait, Joe. Listen into the end of the hallway. He is just waiting for something. We have not... Oh, we have been here. What am I doing? Peek into Mr. Proess's room.
There you go. All right, there we go. Did you want me to take you back to your room, Tommy? Okay then, I'll leave you to it.
Okay. Mr. Dr. Bouchard?
You've returned.
I meant to spend some time with you.
I meant to spend some time with you.
Do what you wish, but please stop discussing it with me.
Well, I never met this person, but it's as if we did already. It's the first time. Ask whether Dr. Bouchard remembers you.
Dr. Bouchard? Do you remember me? You were my doctor once.
Oh, okay,
when
there
I was
we
a
go.
little girl.
Lean forward. That hair. Briscoe? Casey?
Yeah.
Casey, why are you here again?
Spending time with the patients.
I'm here to spend time with the patients.
Well, you spend more than enough with me.
I'm staying.
I'm staying.
Suit yourself.
Hang out for a while. So just gonna be quiet this whole time. Okay. I'm going.
I'm going to leave.
You don't need to announce it.
Bye, Dr. Bouchard. Well, that was it. Used to be my doctor. She seems really angry. How's Esther doing? You need help today? We only have 5 in-game hours left. Oh.
Blue. Ouch.
Oh, you need help with the meds? Are you alright?
Are you alright?
I'm in hospital, Sherlock. No, I'm not alright. Sit over there.
Sure. Ask about Esther's strange behavior.
Esther, can I ask you something?
I suppose.
Why do you keep talking to yourself? Asking weird questions? Acting strange?
Do you just tell people
What's
stuff?
going on?
What do you know of the spiritual realm?
I've read The Hobbit.
I've read The Hobbit.
No, nothing like that, Tosh.
Excuse me?
I will let you in on a secret. I am a person that is touched, brushed from beyond the veil. Every now and then, I am in communion with those whom, well, you call them the dearly departed. For me, they are simply the ones in the next room, who sometimes need to learn some propriety and keep their bloomin' racket down.
Is it something to do with Mr. Falk?
Is it something to do with Mr. Falk?
That's exactly it. Mr. Falk seems to be reaching out to me, grasping, wishing to communicate something to me. But what it is, I cannot say.
Okay.
It's just not fair.
What's not fair?
What's not fair?
Oh, any of it. Life, pain, suffering, luck, fate. They think I'm a kook, a hypochondriac. You know what that means?
Does Casey know? No.
No.
Interesting word. Comes from the Greek. Hypo, under, then chondriac, under the bottom of your ribs. See, back in the day, they understood the link between the mind and the body. Like how people talk about the heart when they talk about love. Science says the heart's just a muscle. It just pumps the blood. But love's the feeling that makes the blood rush. And melancholy, as per the Greeks, comes from in beneath the ribs, the liver, the spleen, that general area.
Really?
Anyway, hypochondria. Nowadays, it's just a big word they use to ignore you. Ignore me.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I may not have a modern medical degree, but I know my own body. It's ringing alarm bells. If they'd only give me my medicine, they've got shelves of it. Never mind. It's just about lunchtime, I suppose. Might as well go force something down.
Do you want me to bring you some food?
Do you want me to bring you some food? You can save it for when you're hungry.
That's very generous, but no. I won't sit and wallow another minute longer. If you'd like to help, you can come along. Give me your arm.
Help Esther to the cafeteria. I like how she also noted that it is close to lunchtime.
I'll come.
Like, I don't know how it looks like a very natural transition to, yeah, it is almost lunchtime, and she brought it up. Hypochondriac. Okay. She keeps saying she needs to take her meds even if she already took them. So that's why the nurse even noted it down and us as a witness. She's always asking for meds, always thinking that her meds isn't gonna work. Doesn't want to eat today. Feels ignored by the staff. Esther says she's being contacted by the ghost of a former patient, Hugo Falk. Reckons she can speak with ghosts. Ida said Esther and Mr. Falk argued about their beliefs. Probably Mr. Falk telling her that ghosts aren't real. Used to read crystal ball fortunes. Eyesight is not so good now. Won't tell me her star sign. Ask me odd questions about fishing and ice cream. Esther has had afternoon medicine Friday. Wait, we didn't notice this. A book fell off her shelf and she seemed to think it was a sign from something or someone. Seems like she's in pain every time she moves. Oh, it's Ida. Where are you off to, Mrs. Vaughn? I can't stop this. Okay. Are you going to visit Mr. Pruitt? You are. You're all gonna have a conversation there. I'm just gonna help Miss Fitzgerald out. Of course, some janky animations and clipping, but it's no bother. It's still a very charming style.
Watch and learn, young one.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone up there?
Yeah, g'day.
Yes? You after the kitchen?
You betcha. Looking for your, well, let's see. You got soup of the day down there, do ya?
Alright, well, one soup of the day, coming right up.
Good man.
Visiting, are you?
Too right.
Who's that you're visiting then?
Me? Oh, friend of a lovely thing by the name of Esther Fitzgerald.
I see. On his way up.
You
Wait,
hear
what?
that? Here's a mention of my name, and not a nice word to say about his most loyal customer. In bloody credible.
Oh, she's helping Tommy. Do you pay? That's a shame.
That's a shame.
It's more than a shame, my child. It's bigotry of the highest order.
Order up. Give my regards to Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Certainly. Cheers. Doesn't suspect a thing.
Okay, Mrs. Vaughn is gonna go up next.
Come on, off we go.
Catch up. Order lunch.
I might get something too.
Oh, sure. Come eat with us if you'd like.
All right.
Oh. Oh, we'll let Avery go first. Ida.
It's Ida Devon.
Hello, ma'am.
Mrs. Vaughan.
Yes?
Could you please send up my lunch? As
Oh dear.
Everyone's here at
Hi,
lunch.
Mr. Bruce.
Ms. Hummel.
So much is going on. What do I focus on?
Coming right up.
There we are.
Let's eat with Miss Fitzgerald and Avery.
Oh, that was a close one.
That's Miss Hummel's.
Tommy Hummel. Oh, she knows. He knows. He's heard your routine. Who do I listen in on? Let's listen in on these two. We've been focusing on these two since we got here.
I might have gotten a bit carried away before.
Can't we eat with them?
It's been difficult.
Of course. Of course.
That's Tommy's tray. Could you be so kind as...
On it, Mrs. V.
Thank you.
Wait. Didn't he get the orders mixed up? Oh, approach cafeteria.
A little morsel to take your mind off this morning, perhaps.
You seem very well
I'm
acquainted.
listening.
Now, as you know, my room happens to be beside the nurse's station.
As I know, yes.
And as you know, the walls between the rooms happen to be somewhat thin.
As I know.
I join you for lunch,
indeed.
but you're saying something interesting.
And as you know, the nurses in the hospital, a lot on their minds, a lot on their plates, and thus, on occasion, they converse somewhat louder than...
You were listening in on. Got the picture.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, private is private. It is never my intention to, well... Anyway, I heard them talking
Purely by chance.
Purely by chance. That's exactly right. And what I heard was that we are to have a visitor.
We already know about that, right?
From Europe.
From Europe?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It's all true.
Well, what on earth for?
All I know is that this mystery European is a woman.
A woman?
And a German.
A German?
Indeed.
Indeed.
So, thinking caps on.
And Enter the room.
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
Miss Bone Morris.
You can sit, I suppose, but keep quiet. Mr. Avery and I have important business to discuss.
Apologies, my girl. Mrs. Fitzgerald isn't quite herself today. Something to do with the attitude of Venus, I suspect.
Mercury.
Yes. Well.
Another lunch with Esther. That's his thing. I want to...
What? Gone so soon?
I just thought I'd leave you to it.
I just thought I'd leave you to it.
Well, if you insist.
She does insist. Off you go.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Here.
Casey, would you like to join us?
Sure.
But, wouldn't you like something to eat?
Go get
I
food.
guess I should.
Over there's the place. Just push the button.
Thanks.
I'm getting hungry.
Some company.
Perhaps they've tracked me to my hermitage to seek my counsel.
I think it's Mr. Bruce. It's a debt collector, come to collect on an embarrassment.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, your order?
Oh.
Order chicken and mushroom soup.
Chicken and mushroom soup, please.
Gotcha. On its way.
Thanks.
That's all we. That's our That's our whole interaction with the chef. Never see him.
Have some respect.
They started it. I've never gotten more than 3 words at a time out of either of them.
Seems like they have
Miss
many to
Hummel,
say
bless her
now.
heart, is always going somewhere unexpectedly.
In your younger years.
And there's Mr. Foulkes passing. Must have quite rolled for summer.
Everyone's talking.
And now Dr. Bouchard's out of her room for the first time in weeks. And, well, that's what I'm focusing on right now. Honestly. If this counsellor can't cop the reality of a busy hospital, he can get stuffed.
Get stuffed? Lily?
But mostly
Sorry.
No, do not be sorry. You're dead on. Dead
Just as
on. If the boss is too cheap to hire a couple of cleaners, he can wear it.
Ha!
But I mean, on
There's
the
no
other
other hand. We'll just do our bloody jobs and to hell with this fool.
What?
Okay
in the
then.
night, without warning,
Uh-oh.
she was old.
Oh, no, not there. Uh-oh, what's happening to Mrs. Fitzgerald? Wait. I was supposed to sit with the others. Damn it. That's awkward. Oh well.
I'm sorry.
Ask about Tommy.
Can I ask a question?
Of course. Fire away.
Well, it's about...
Oh, of course. Tommy, dear, our friend Casey here wants to know a bit about you. I hope that's okay.
Can you talk to her?
Dr. Shen says it's likely that she understands quite a bit of what goes on around her. She just doesn't communicate back. So it's good to spend time with her and to talk with her. You get bored, just like the rest of us, don't you?
Is she not? What's happening now?
Miss Hummel, back to your room.
Oh, sorry, Joe. We're not done.
Thanks for your help, Mrs. V, but it's time she got some rest.
Yes, and she will after lunch. She's still eating.
Looks like she's had a good serve. Off we go.
If you don't mind, we are sharing a meal. You are welcome to wait until we are finished, or else I will take Tommy back to her room as I usually do.
Fine. It's, I gotta get Mr. Bruce sorted anyway. I've got enough.
Sorry about that. He can be a little, well, short. There's a lot going on at the moment.
Off with you then.
Excuse me.
Ask about Tommy's past.
So, what was your life like before?
I'm afraid I don't know too much about that.
Do you know anyone who would know?
Do you know anyone who would know more about her?
No, I don't.
Mr. Pruitt?
I
I already
believe
asked
her
her.
family was with her when she first arrived. A sister, but I didn't get to chat with her at all. I didn't know we'd become friends back then.
Leave it there.
Thanks.
I think that's it. Leave.
Well,
Everyone's done. 1:30 p.m.
I think we might finish up.
Mrs. Vaughan, Miss Hummel,
Good afternoon.
I trust you're both well.
We're just fine, thanks.
May I accompany you?
Oh, I suppose.
Follow
Mrs.
them.
Vaughan, I have a proposition for you. As I'm sure you're aware, I'm continuing work on my next book. And I
It's a big crowd.
about the hospital, the marvelous
Look at Miss Fitzgerald just
time aboard,
communing.
our voyage towards good health. Well, I wondered as to whether you might like to contribute.
Oh. Well, I...
It wouldn't take up much of your time at all. A simple interview with myself, cassette recorder, discussing your experience aboard this fine vessel. Getting your name in print? What do you say?
It's a very lovely offer, Mr. Avery. I'm not sure. Perhaps not today, at any rate. I have a few things I was hoping to get on with. And I'm sure there are more interesting people for you to speak to aboard the ship. Mrs. Fitzgerald, perhaps. She'd certainly provide some color.
A fine suggestion, yes. So you're interested, but you'd rather put it off for a while. Is that
Hey, Lichcast. No, it's very slice of life for now.
I think that would be wise.
very well? Many thanks all the same.
Not at all.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Thank you, Mr. Avery.
I really doubt there's like a murder mystery, like something. I'm not sure like what. Okay, we know that someone is visiting tomorrow. Some woman from Europe, from the government. What was Australia's situation in 1978? Yeah, Terminator Grounded Tale. We've just been all over the place. Like, I don't know who to focus on. I'm just letting things happen. Ted's doing his thing, and we apparently have until like the 5 p.m. shuttle each day. We're in day 2 right now. We were supposed to help Miss Tommy. Oh wait, no, they went to the wrong. I went to the wrong floor. No, we go down. We go back down with our mom. We don't sleep here. Ooh, what's this? Pathologic 2. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Well, I will note that down. Thank you again for the recommendation. Pathologic 2. 2019 horror adventure game. Oh. So, perform autopsy, make medicine, heal people, resist the plague. Open world horror RPG. Well, I'll keep this definitely on the list. Our October docket is so full. The Thank you again for the recommendation, Vanoa. Open world horror RPG. Haven't experienced much of that. Oh, and they stay afloat, Lichcast. We learned from. Basically, they've been marketing this place as heaven before heaven, a paradise for the elderly. So they got a lot of corporate investors, and thanks to, I guess, their marketing was pretty strong. They got a lot of funding for it, and I think that's why the government official is coming in. Please let me know. I'm gonna check right now. Australia in. When did Australia gain their independence? Commonwealth of Australia, 1901. Do not know my Australian history. So what happened in 1978 Australia where the game is set? I like how in Wiki there are like years per country. So current Elizabeth II, Sir Zelman Cowen, Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser, blah, blah, blah. I'm wondering actually, so this game is taking place right now in January of 1978. So what happened here in 1978? Nothing that seems quite relevant to the game right now. Oh well, let's play and continue to find out. No wonder they can fly. So apparently this thing came in a storm and it is abandoned. So based on the story, well, it just washed up. Well, I'm not sure if it washed up on shore or if it just floated in. Because someone said that they anchored it down, they tied it down. So in my head, this thing just floated in, abandoned on this little town in Australia. And they decided to convert it into a... Oh. Assistance required. Cafeteria! Assistance required.
Hi, Ida.
Hi, Ida. Where's the cafeteria? I told Mom I'd help out. I don't even know where the cafeteria is. I'm sorry, Mom. I told you. Oh, I refilled the water. I refilled the water for Tommy. So maybe she's gonna water her plants. Or not. And apparently, this is just anchored down here. I don't think it travels at all. It's just floating up in the air. Anchored down by, like, weights and rope. So it's just floating up here. Like, there isn't even, like... We saw the engine room, the crew quarters, the cockpit... the bridge. Abandoned, derelict, empty. So this is just a floating balloon hospital. That's all it is. Where's the cafeteria? I want to help out. You know what? I'm just gonna listen in on this seance. Are you okay, Mrs. Fitzgerald? Do you need help? Oh, Mr. Avery didn't even clean up his... Well, no one cleaned up after him. They just left their plates. I guess that's it, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Bye.
Ah, there you are.
Me?
Me?
Room 215 needs to get packed up. Mr. Falk's old room. Up next to Ms. Hummel's room.
Aha!
The box in there on the bed. It needs to get done today. Thanks.
Finally, they give me a task to do. Oh,
Lily, my
who's
dear.
this?
Oh, Mr. Pettigrew.
It's the boss.
I thought you were in Melbourne.
Yes, well, the councillor will be here tomorrow. Other business can wait. Did you mention the chat with Mr. Bruce?
Chat?
I'd asked for a head-to-head to be scheduled in, 4:15.
Oh, right. Yes, he knows.
Wonderful. Ah, you must be...
Hi.
Miss Beaumaris? Yes, Ruth's daughter. I trust you're keeping this place ticking over smoothly?
I've been trying.
I've been trying. I've been spending time with the patients.
Oh yes, their rooms probably need a bit of a clean. There'll be a cloth back here. You can give them a wipe down. Oh, never mind. You just keep up the good work. Now, Casey, you really ought to pay the utmost attention to Miss Marshall here. She's the most promising young nurse I've seen through these doors since we opened.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Pettigrew.
For telling the truth, no appreciation required. Listen, I'm going to pop over to General, check in with Mrs. B. I'll be back to cast my eyes over the condition of things over here in a bit. So, you know,
He really
last
sounds like
chance for
a
bit of elbow
boss.
grease. I can't wait to see what you've
Ah,
done.
Felix, my man.
Ah, Mr. Avery. A pleasure, as always.
Let me tell you, my friend, the staff have been on form today. Bustling this way and that. Haven't seen a moment's pause from one of them.
Splendid. Now, I will have to be getting along to the general ward. I only have limited time today to make my inspections ahead of tomorrow.
Too right. Too right. This place is a momentous project. It never ceases to amaze me, Felix. Honestly.
Thank you, Mr. Avery, as ever.
I was thinking...
I must be off, but I'll be seeing you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, well, yes. If not before.
Right. Ladies?
And you, young Miss Marshall, how goes your afternoon?
Oh, well, I'm just quite busy, I'm afraid. I've got to get back to it.
Well, everyone's certainly in a hurry. What are you occupied with at the moment?
I'm just hanging around.
I'm just hanging around.
Yes, I see. Well, back to the Whitstone.
So we have to clean up room 215. Leave him to it. I could accompany him to that, but 215... Oh, I can enter the office and talk to Miss Shen. The only Asian aboard this ship. 215. Is it upper floor? That's 2. Forgot where Hugo Falk was. Yeah, this is his room, I think.
I guess that's the box.
What do we know about Hugo Falk? Passed away last night. Sunday would have been his birthday. Lily says his laugh used to echo down the corridors. Do pack the plaque. The shield. Put it in your bag? What? Why would I put it in my bag? Maybe I can show it to people. Get the shield out of the box. Pack the plaque. Put it in the box. I guess the fish doesn't fit in my bag. Pack the trophy. The fishing rod won't fit in the box, so unless we dismantle it. Pack the fish next Look under the bed. Ooh.
What's that?
Ice cream wrapper. Didn't Miss Fitzgerald asked about ice cream? Were they arguing about ice cream or something? What's... Pack the boots. Put them in the box. That is a big box. Everything's shrinking down to the box size. So the shield is the only one we can put in our bag. For what purpose? I don't know. Well, yeah. Look at notebook. So found in Mr. Fox's room, ice cream wrapper. Some kind of shield. Okay, I guess our job is done. But how do we... Wait, no, we can't pack away the fishing rod. Where is... Huh? Oh, Tommy's in here.
Hi.
Tommy Hamel. Had a sister when she first arrived. We refilled her watering can. Hang out for a while. It's pretty unnerving, like her model's not moving. Okay. Well, you have a cobweb over there. I could like clean it up. Bye.
See you later, Miss Hamel.
It's his office.
Need a proper 6-burner down here at least. Skillets, spatulas, a mincer would be great. This kitchen just isn't set up for anything other than soup. I'm doing what I can, but even I can barely stomach the stuff anymore.
Yes, well, of course. We're getting the renovations done. The new kitchen's... I'm sure I sent the plans down. Marvellous. Absolutely state-of-the-art.
But...
Anything else?
Well, I'm making meals right now. A renovation is great, but it isn't helpful today.
Well, yes, my man, but I can't have the renovations done yesterday, can I?
Well,
I must confess, time travel is not a skill in my repertoire. But if you think of anything at all, that I can do now, please just let me know.
Sure thing, Mr. Pettigrew.
Yes, yes. Very good.
Can I enter? Oh, he's coming. Can we talk?
Casey.
Hi.
Stellar job. Keep it up.
Hi. Oh no, we have 2 hours left. Damn it. I feel like we didn't do anything today. Mom's gonna be pissed. Oh, Dr. Shen's gone. Where's everyone going? Joe's gone. We're missing opportunities here.
Afternoon.
Hey.
Yes, Count.
Uh-oh. How come? Oh, automatic event? Follow him.
Yes, very good, very good. Now, here we are in the grand dining room of the airship.
Oh, he's
At this point, Councillor,
pretending
I would
to do
entreat
her.
you to look up. This whole place has been restored by a renowned Chinese-American architect. I am Pei, height of his powers, architect of the new towers on Collins Street in town. Isn't it beautiful, Councillor? Isn't it ambitious?
He's
Think of your
practicing his
parents.
spiel.
Heck, think of yourself in 35. Best to avoid guessing his age. Think of the care. Think of the experience.
I got an achievement for that. Role play.
But is there any chance that you've already... Oh, God, you're a lifesaver.
What's going on?
All right, boss?
Oh, Mr. Muir. Now, I had something. Councillor, this cafeteria is staffed by an international chef, and from this chef, patients may order whatsoever their hearts desire.
Who are you talking to there?
There's an official visitor coming tomorrow, Mr. Muir. Very important.
Talking about Dev?
That's right. A wonderful chef. Truly first class.
My auntie's a good cook. She's after some work.
Ah.
Oh, he's gonna approach him
For her.
about the work.
Right? She could work here with Dev.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know about that just right now.
I checked with Dev already. He said he needs help.
Ah, yes. Mr. Roscommon and I spoke about this just a moment ago.
They don't care
We
that we're
agreed
just, like,
that
standing
anything high
around.
would need to happen after the renovations.
She can help with the reno too. She's pretty handy.
It's a very generous offer.
So, she's in?
Oh, no, that's not... I'm rather focused on this visit right now. Preparation never ends, but I certainly will think on it. Certainly.
Well,
Right.
good. Nice try, Ted.
Hey.
Right, where was I? Living up here and unforgettable.
Now we can ask Joe. Let's talk to Joe. Finally caught him. Joe! We also can't lounge around because we have to think about... ask Joe about the Golden Bear trophies, Dr. Bouchard's anger. Let's ask him about Joni.
Joe? Can I ask you a question?
I suppose.
Wait, are you gonna interrupt, boss? Do you know why Joni quit?
Do you know why Joni quit?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Lily said you knew her. I'm just curious.
I'm just curious.
Be curious about something else.
Oh
I'm
no.
Mr. Tagliabue, my esteemed colleague, you will remember to bring Mr. Proust to my office. Quarter
Huh?
past 4?
Oh, right. Sure thing, boss.
Quarter past 4.
Very good.
Quarter past 4. We can listen in on that. Well, obviously it's a sore topic. Does not want to talk about it. Okay. Let's check in on Mr. Avery. At least there aren't too many patients that you're overwhelmed, right? But I feel like we've missed out on so many
yes,
interactions.
Asseyez-vous. That's French, my dear. It means sit down.
Do you speak French?
Do you speak French?
Oui, bien sûr. I can say any word you like. What would you like me to say in French?
Rectitude.
Rectitude.
Ah, what a fancy word. Well done for knowing it. How about butterfly? Le papillon. You try.
Le papillon.
Le
Brilliant.
papillon.
Superb. Butterfly, yes, le papillon. Now, this is a word I can say in lots of languages. Motil, schoenlapper, hoodie,
Schoenlapper.
Schmetterling.
What other French words do you know? How's your writing going?
How's your writing going?
Well, yes. I suppose I'd better get back to it.
Oh.
Back to work.
Okay. So 4:15. Miss Pruitt. Pruitt's gonna meet with the boss. Ask about the golden bears.
Have you been to Miss Hummel's room?
Of course, of course. So much greenery. Wonderful ambience.
Have you seen her golden bear statues?
Oh, yes. The statuettes. Wonderful craftsmanship. And real gold, so I'm told.
Mr. Pruess said he thinks they're film awards.
Mr. Bruce said he thinks they're
Bruce.
film awards.
Ah, Mr. Bruce.
Bruce.
Very astute gentleman. Well, I have seen these items when I go to visit Miss Hummel. But first I must remind you, awards are not everything, my dear. Genius often goes unrecognized during life. In any case, she has not yet told me what the statuettes relate to.
She doesn't speak.
Isn't Miss Hummel... She doesn't speak.
That's correct.
Why did you expect her to talk to you?
Why did you expect her to talk to you?
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have. I just... I've spent a considerable amount of time with her recently. Talking about my work, my life, bearing my soul, in fact. And yet she won't open up. Not even to me.
Thanks, Mr. Avery.
You are most welcome, Miss Beaumaris.
I wonder how you get the Tommy. Fault.
Hey, Mr. Avery. The man who passed away...
Mr. Falk.
What was he like?
Oh, here you go. Exemplary. An exemplary character. Extraordinary figure. Of course, in a hospital. Mortality is not unexpected. However, in a case like that of Mr. Falk, it comes rather more as a shock.
Why was it a shock?
Why was it a shock?
Well, he was a vigorous fellow, as I said, bursting with energy. He had a kind word for any who crossed his path, but nor was he without a fiendish side. A true prankster. As one attains a certain age, one can less and less take for granted such a life force as his.
Were you friends?
Were you friends?
Oh, of course. Thick as thieves we were. Though he was charming with everyone, and certainly close with Mrs. Falk.
So she didn't want to talk to
Nonetheless,
Mrs.
I always felt that he and I had a special rapport.
Did he have any family?
Did he have any family?
Oh, certainly. Falk. Now, I believe that's a Finnish name. He certainly had family here. Been here for 30 years or more, I've heard him say. He'd certainly have family local to the area. Ah, I'd best get back to it, Casey. As my dear friend's example shows, there's not a moment to waste. I have so much in here. I must wrangle it and wrestle it, and inhume it upon that page.
Look around.
So, you work here?
Yes, this is my creation space.
Nurse, tackle your murray to Mr. Pettigrew's office.
Oh, okay. It's half past. It's
See you
almost
later,
quarter
Mr.
past.
Avery.
My
Wait, no, we already missed it.
Come by any time.
Is Miss Shannon? No. Let's eavesdrop on this, just because I want to know what's going on. Like, I'm wondering what the main, quote-unquote, main quest here is.
Oh, right. Looking forward to it. Bye now.
What? What are you talking about?
Off we go.
Ah! Oh.
Hey, Mr. Bruce.
Oh, I totally missed their conversation. We haven't spent time with Mr. Bruce. Let's do that here. Oh. Miss Tommy Hummel is in Mr. Falk's room.
You're here now. This is Mr. Falk's room. I mean, it was. I guess it doesn't really matter now.
Stay with her. And then suddenly, like, the music stops and then she's a ghost or something. Say, do. Look at notebook. Were you friends with Mr. Falk?
Were you friends with Mr. Falk? His room has a nice smell. Maybe that's what he smelled like? I'm sorry that he's gone.
Do. Get the shield out of the box. Maybe we can talk about the shield? Why would I put it in my bag? I feel like it can trigger something. Or maybe it unlocks a mechanism in this ship. I wonder how long you have to spend. Like, Mr. Avery spent so much time with Miss Hummel, but she has yet to say anything. I'm not sure if this was brought about by trauma on her part, but... Okay. Well, we're not gonna steal that shield, but I feel like it's important somehow. Mr. Bruce is in the lower floor. Where is he? Where ghosts? The TV's on. Oh, it wasn't on. Never mind. Bringing water.
Hey, kid.
Oh, hi.
So there's like interactions between the nurses and the patients also that you could like look into. Oh no.
Elliot?
No, it's Joe. You're in
The hospital. Yes.
How are you feeling?
Bruce.
Bruce?
Hi, Doctor.
Ah, you're back.
I'll be here until tomorrow.
I'll be here until tomorrow.
Confused Joe for someone called Elliot. Seems very tired, falling asleep during conversation. Yeah. Hang out for a while? Does she say anything? Or are we just gonna be like this? Why did she mention Bruce? Where is Bruce? It's up there. Oh crap, it's almost time. End of the second day. Then I'll break for dinner. Then we finish the last day. and figure out what the heck is going on, how this meeting is gonna go. Like, were we supposed to do stuff to help the meeting go well? Mr. Bruce likes it up here. Sit down quietly. About his past travels on the airship.
When did you travel on the airship?
In the early 30s. Several times.
Wow.
Before the war. And then again, once 1953.
Why did you travel on the ship so much?
Why did you travel on the ship so much?
We performed.
Performed?
Anna would sing.
Oh. Who was Anna?
Who is Anna?
My wife. Late, as you say. She has died.
I'm sorry.
What was it like back then?
What was it like back then?
Magnificent. We followed in the footsteps of Ekna, Lehman, Nobile.
How old were you then?
How old were you then?
Young, between 40 and 50 years old. It was a long time ago. My memory fades.
What else can we talk about? The fight. Oh, he did not want to talk about. Well, let's exhaust all the dialogue options anyway.
Mr. Bruce?
Yes?
Did Esther and Mr. Falk fight a lot?
Nostradamus. I believe so.
Nostradamus.
They are both of strong opinions.
Do you know what they were fighting
Do
about?
you know what they were fighting about?
Mrs. Fitzgerald is a disciple of starmongers.
What's a starmonger?
What's a starmonger?
An astrologist, a believer in stars, their ability to tell our futures. The arguments are not mine to discuss.
Okay. What do you know about the airship?
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
A question?
Oh.
I do not.
What do you know about the airship?
The Gräfin.
Gräfin.
Isabella. I know some. I would voyage upon the Bella before the war when I was young.
Casey! Casey to the nurse's station, please.
You are requested.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Casey.
Day 2 ends. Barely did anything.
Ah, Casey. Your mum called. We've got to get you to the shuttle. She's running a bit late.
Can I come when she's ready? Why is she late again?
Why is she late again?
She didn't say, but, well, today's been an absolute mess. Both here and in the rest of the ship. Go easy on your mum. Come on.
I also actually took note of that. I was wondering, why aren't we being called yet? And true enough, Mom was late.
So, how's your day been?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Feel like I'm getting to know people a bit more.
Yeah, they're not bad up here, overall. Your mum's a pretty big deal around here, yeah?
She's not as important as the doctors. She acts like she owns the place. She's the head nurse.
She's the head nurse.
Yeah, I guess. Busy lady. Got plans for tonight? It's Saturday.
Oh yeah. God. Why is Mum taking so long? I've already missed countdown.
You have a tally? Cool.
Oh.
Here I am. Here I am. Sorry, Ted.
All good, Mrs. B. I'll start her up.
I was waiting too. Where were you? Finally. This sounds all confrontational.
I was waiting too.
Leave it, Casey. This is not the time. And in fact, there'll be no more cheek from you for the rest of the evening. Got it?
What? This guy didn't really have an option to be...
We're in for a bumpy ride!
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
What?
I said, are you alright?
No. I'm wrung out. I don't appreciate that you made Lily run around to find you, by the way.
Oh. Stay silent.
I can't count on you, Casey. Like yesterday.
Oh no.
When I came to find you for lunch, you were nowhere to be found. I specifically asked you to
What?
meet me there.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember anything my mom told us. This is what happens. You tell me an entire plan. I don't have it noted down. I'm gonna forget about it.
I'm sorry. Sorry isn't good enough. If you were sorry, you would have done better. I don't understand it, Casey. I just don't understand. Would it have killed you to have done what I asked for just 3 days? I thought this was something that you might take an interest in. I guess I was wrong.
Is that the game telling us that we have not been doing anything correctly?
Alright. We're here. That wasn't too rough after all.
Whoa. Wow. Okay. I think that's the game telling us that we have not been doing anything correctly. Or maybe that's scripted or canned already, that she's just supposed to be short with us and get angry. What? We have a... Okay. Yeah, there's so much going on. It's like we were entering. Mom was like, okay, we'll do this, we'll this. I'll see you after lunch. I'll do this, I'll do that. And then it just like... It's... You know, I couldn't remember anything that we were supposed to do. And we just... Well... Sorry, Mom. That is true. She probably said that we should have met for lunch. And she probably also told us that we should be ready to leave by like 5 maybe. But we did have people, like we always had to be paged. We totally missed lunch. And we were just doing our own thing because we were so obsessed in the paper. So that's all on Casey, unfortunately. On us. So I'm going to save an exit for now. And I'm going to break for dinner. And I'm going to come back and finish this last day. And see how it all comes back together. I really felt like we weren't doing much at all. Like... I don't know. It's like I felt like I was supposed to be doing things. But... Maybe that's what the game's really just about. Just spending time with these patients, and that's it. And from there, it doesn't necessarily have to tell like a story from beginning to the end. It's just about a journey and just learning more about these people. But I guess as Casey, we just should have listened to her mom more. Whoops. Oh no. So there's a lot riding on it. Big government officials coming in for day 3. I really didn't feel like we were able to help at all. But we did do what she asked. It was just to spend time with the patients, and we did, right? Maybe mom was just really pissed off, or was just really stressed out. Because we did talk to the patients, we did spend time with them, but maybe everything else, he was just upset about how we didn't do what we were told. Like, I guess mom did say some things. We don't have a quest journal to keep track of things. And me, with my ADHD, I'm not going to remember any of that. So I should have like checked in, and like I totally did not get that we were supposed to meet mom for lunch because it wasn't noted down anywhere. So we just went, woo, let's focus on my paper for the school paper. Sure, like my article for the school paper. So sorry, mom. We're gonna hopefully the meeting goes well on day 3. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna break for dinner and come back, and I'll see you all in a bit. So thanks everyone for tuning in for the first half of this Tuesday stream. We're gonna wrap up this game tonight. We're gonna figure out how it all ends and how we did, and maybe figure out where we go from there. But it's been an interesting super slice of life experience so far. Definitely I got to know more about the patients. I like the patient interactions here because, like, for example, like the closest experience I can think of was Spiritfarer. And one gripe I had, like I really enjoyed Spiritfarer. We actually streamed it on here. If you haven't played Spiritfarer, I actually recommend it. But Spiritfarer was also about like heaven before heaven. You were the last stop of these people before, in the twilight years of their lives. And you had an opportunity to get to know them, their stories, and their hopes, their regrets, everything they, in their moments before they had to pass on. So Spiritfarer was heavy in that sense, but I felt like I wanted more, passenger interaction. And in this game, it's much smaller in scale. You only have a really relatively small cast compared to Spiritfarer. But because of that, they're able to fully voice all their dialogue and get them on a routine. So they really have their own lives that they move on without you, without your input. And you have to make the most out of the moments. Like maybe you see them walk into this room and start talking to each other and you want to engage. So these spontaneous moments, I was able to appreciate these things because you know that as a first playthrough, you have no idea what to expect. You can't expect, or you can't like metagame it. You can't schedule your playthrough around what they're gonna do because you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't have a schedule of their lives. They have lives to get to, AI lives. So I found that really interesting. I guess we just didn't really bump into a lot of interesting things, in my opinion. We were just running about, trying to be useful, but not really. And then our mom getting angry at us after day 2. Obviously, there's a lot on her plate. And I felt like we could have been doing more, but there it is. So we're going to see how it all plays out for day 3. Then I'll conclude our first playthrough. Then we'll see what happens or how this game supports, or what kind of narrative it really wanted to try and tell. Like, it is just super slice of life. But even in a slice of life series, you know what? I guess we just have to enjoy the moments. But I'm just trying to get over the fact that if we felt like we missed a lot of juicy stuff or a lot of great interactions, but that's part of it. And maybe that's why it encourages multiple playthroughs, because a lot of interesting things may have happened while you were busy sitting there not doing anything, or while you were even while you were traveling to the other floor. Some exchange or some really interesting dialogue could have happened while you were essentially not there. So I guess that's why it encourages you to play it again and again to get more of these characters. That said, I'm going to pause it here for now. I'll see you all in a bit, in a couple of hours. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I love seeing all your regular faces in here. I really appreciate your support. We're going to wrap this up in a few hours, and we're gonna see if this is a story, worth talking about. Hopefully it is. But I do like the style. It's very relaxing. I feel very relaxed while playing it, and I do have this natural curiosity to learn more about the patients, and overall it flowed very organically. And I feel like you step into the role, You learn when to disengage or when to engage with NPCs. Like, you can't just waste, quote unquote, you can't just waste all your time sitting in one place. This game encourages you to, you know, to manage your time wisely, which I, as a person, am very terrible with. So hopefully this first playthrough is still quite engaging to watch or interesting enough to watch, but that's just me as a person. I don't manage my time well, so I'm just all over the place. So I've been trying to wrangle things and get it together. Space Pulp, we were just about to end for now. Okay, I was worried that that message was eventually gonna come in, but not yet, Space Pulp. Not yet. I really enjoyed our shoot, by the way, Space Pulp. Thank you for having me on that shoot, but I have not shown symptoms yet. So, if we shot on Friday, it's already Tuesday. I have no symptoms yet. I'm fine. But Sunday was our last day, so we'll see. In a couple of days, I'll let you know if I feel like something's up. But so far, I just feel tired because it's been so long since we last shot Space Pulp. But I super enjoyed myself and I'm really grateful to have shot with you guys again. So that was super fun. Oh, but I'm going to be streaming later. We're just pausing now. I'm going to have some dinner and we're going to finish the stream, which is pretty chill. It's a super chill and relaxed game. Getting to know patients in a floating hospital. It's an intriguing premise. But it's our last day. It's our last in-game day. So it's not a very long game. But again, we missed out a lot because this game encourages multiple playthroughs. Because the world continues in real time. So you can only focus on so many things. So I'm going to come back in a few hours and wrap it up. And I'll perhaps see you later, Space Pulp. I was just about to end the first half of the stream, but I have a free Tuesday evening, so I'm going to get back to it. So thanks everyone for tuning in. If you enjoy this content, please consider hitting that follow button and checking us out on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Our Discord is also open 24/7. I hope to get more original content down for all of you all. Thank you again for all your support, for all your recommendations for future games as well. And I'm going to see you all in a couple of hours. Thank you so much. And as always, welcome to the table. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.